All right. This is it.
This is your pre-picture.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, you already said it, but you don't have to say people's last names if you don't want to, or say your last name.
Don't worry.
I mean, I just called them that for a while now. So.
You got to pull the mic closer to your face. Yeah.
Okay. Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can hear it, right?
I can hear myself, yeah.
All right. So, I don't know. You get out. All right. First of all, we're finally with the green side. I did some blue side officers, some nurses, did the whole shit. Put a considerable amount of money into this. And God, I hope I make even just a teeny bit to recoup. But this is thing one, thing two. Y'all can call yourselves what you want to call yourselves.
Yeah, Spencer Hobbs.
Isaiah Wuich.
This is Security Clearance Podcast. This is the reboot. We'll see if this is any good. This should be pretty awkward enough. So,
It's perfect.
yeah, we're rolling. Gotta fucking check on that. Yeah, we're fucking a lot of shit going on, dude. This shit is not fucking simple.
Yeah, I see your computer motherboard over there.
Yeah, my soundboard.
Yeah.
And each camera has a SD card. This has a SD card. Fuck, it was a lot, man.
So is that when we look back and, none of it was recording the entire time? Just the lost conversation of security clearance.
It's recording.
Oh,
This is top secret.
Top secret, excuse me.
I got drunk and fucking didn't hit record, and it was like a 45-minute rant one time. Yeah, I was just like, fuck. But I was pretty shitty. I was saying some not cool things. I was like, that was probably best.
It's the equivalent of writing an angry letter and putting it in the desk.
In the desk, yeah. Nice.
Thank you.
Got a little something here.
What's that drink called? Drinking ice?
So podcast is sponsored by Topo Chico Ranch Water and Monsters Aussie Lemonade. So shout out to the SOIPX.
In fact, not sponsored.
Yeah, I think
I like to do anti-sponsors. I just, this podcast is brought to you by money. If you want to take money and put it in an envelope and then send it to me, just figure that out. That'd be the best way to sponsor. Sweet, dude.
Gotcha.
Thanks, man.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah,
So on the way here, we were talking about the new
Avengers
Rivian
Yeah.
truck. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah.
It's starting to get pushed out into
It's
the
like $100,000.
the richer sides of San Clemente and the surrounding areas. But I was watching this review earlier on today, and they've got a front trunk, right, because it's electric, and it's got a drainage pipe in it, and the guy fills the entire thing up with ice. So it's apparently the perfect tailgating truck. So might want to look into one of those, upgrading the Tesla a little bit.
No. Like, all right, I have a Tesla. Teslas are cool, and I like it for what it is. Like, I don't know if the Rivian has full auto driving, but I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking really cool. But the opposite side of that, I think you and me are alike on this. Like, I want a stick shift. I want to feel the car. I want to get rid of as much as that technology as possible for that integral experience, for that integration into the vehicle. Where then the Tesla's the complete opposite of that. It's just like pure luxury convenience. So if I'm going to have a truck, it's going to be a stick shift. And it's going to be that human body working the thing.
Mechanical.
Not just... And then... Yeah.
So your Tesla's fully autonomous? So, like, can you, like, say, hey, take me to work in the morning? And or is it, like, one of those things where you, like, have to touch the steering wheel every now and then?
You have to touch the steering wheel. That's just a safety feature. So that's always going to happen.
But it's not like you can't just, like, take a nap on the way to work.
You can buy a steering wheel clip that is a cell phone holder that gives it enough weight because it just needs a little response, little hand on the, and it's like $300. You can buy cheaper ones that are like lesser quality. Just clip it on, and you can be that dude that's just knocked out on the way to work.
That's funny.
You know what the laws are on that?
Yeah, that's illegal.
It is.
You have to have. I mean, it's like cruise control, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's like driving it with no shoes on or flip flops. Like, I guarantee you, some states it's illegal to drive with flip flops. I know it's illegal to drive in bare feet.
Was it really?
It's like, yeah.
I've never heard that. Did you know that?
I've never heard of that either, but I can kind of see why. I have driven barefoot before, and it feels weird.
It's
like,
a
I
little
can't
weird.
understand why. I mean, it's just like
It's just
like,
because
what does it shoot you?
your foot is so small, at least for me, because I'm 5'6".
Your shoes make it that much
Bring the
better.
microphone closer to your face.
Because I'm 5'6".
Thank you. I haven't figured everything out yet, but I can tell it's cutting in and out.
Have you had any issues with the Tesla? I'm assuming you use the autonomous a lot, or a decent amount.
I use the autonomous when I'm like taking my sister-in-law to the airport at like 3:00 in the morning. Like, fuck, Jesus. Or I'm on a big road trip. I'll use that or whatever. I'm going to text a lot during that specific whatever and just fucking. I don't use it when I have like my whole family in the car. Just, I'd rather be alert. I'm not going to be on my phone at all. I mean, don't text and drive, but dude, everybody fucking text and drive. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Save lives. No. You do it.
It's honestly more dangerous trying to hide the fact that you're texting and driving because you're hiding the phone. You're like doing that, like, you know, that kind of cross-eyed look, like at that. Instead, you just like bring your phone up here, and you also got your eyes on the road. But that's just me.
Yeah. Well, it's like, oh, don't drink and drive, but somehow go to dinner, have a bottle of wine, and then get back. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb shit. Tell me about seed oil, dude.
Oh,
yeah. What the fuck ever.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Just recently was awakened to
Tanning your butthole in the sun.
charging your butthole.
Yeah.
Apparently. So basically, this whole thing is we were talking about earlier. You can go out in the sun for like 10 minutes a day, and some backstory. So I was trying to find a way to reinvigorate myself during the day
Via your rectum.
through any sort of stimulant besides caffeine or cocaine. I just had to figure out a way to stimulate myself, so I started looking into it. You know, this dude's like, oh yeah, I put my testicles out in the sun for 10 minutes a day, and you know, it increases my testosterone by 10%. And there's like a bunch of studies you can look up online and stuff like that. Don't know if it's 100% true, but it's pretty jacked. So, you know.
Is it the Yam King, the Liver King?
No. I think he's more of the charging.
On steroids?
Yeah. Definitely on steroids.
It's definitely the sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
You can.
That's why it's so tan.
He does some crazy workouts.
I'm not knocking him. I'm just
those Viking drudges, the like fucking 5 mile like drudges. I don't know. I don't think it's not physically possible. Like you got to be on some shit to be able to do that.
I don't know about physically possible, but I know his physique is a lie. Now, if you want to go, I look like this, I eat all this, I do all this shit, and I take steroids. Hey, that's cool. But the fact that he's trying to sell you his 11 pillars of Vikinghood, whatever the fuck it is.
The 11 tenets of physical fitness.
And it's like, go outside, get good morning sunshine. Like, hey, that's all great, but you're trying to sell something saying that you're going to look like this if you do these things, boom, 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 minus the fact that dude is on gear. I don't really give a shit.
I don't know why people are so against it. Because, like, obviously everyone's tracking that.
Because he loses credibility when he's trying to sell you this miracle thing when you find out, oh, he's been lying to me.
Yeah.
The fitness industry is disgusting.
Well, the people that are more open about it, you know, like people that are open about their usage of gear is like I trust those guys more, because if you look at it like testosterone, or not testosterone, steroids are actually like heavily researched, you know. It's when you start getting into that bullshit that some people take on deployments and just get fat titties. But yeah, so when I took fucking those, I did some crazy shit, and it was horrible for me.
Spencer Hobbs, everybody. 2-1 weapons coming.
But yeah. Illinois. No, that stuff was not good for me. We were like in a transit period from Syria, and I'd like wake up in the morning and there'd be like no food, and then I just take my SARMs and go back to sleep. So not the way to do it. But I mean, steroids are pretty heavily researched.
It just sucks. Like, it's the whole thing where the steroids you're buying are still expensive. Not as expensive as like the chemistry stuff, but you're getting it from some dude that probably knows what he's doing. Either it's come from Tijuana or wherever, and you're putting in your body in some bro science way. And it just sucks. Like, it would be significantly healthier for you if we could do it the right way. But because the culture and the laws, we don't do it that way. And you wind up putting fucking engine oil into your ass and then fucking,
I always loved your idea about having like a regulated like steroid usage kind of system thing.
Yeah, we were just.
Well, I
talking
think it should be
about that.
drugs.
Yeah,
Or are you talking about the military, where like the military should get steroids?
Yes, but just, like, in general, like, hey, you want to hop on juice or like some kind of gear?
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, here's your dose. You can do this.
And they have like a
safe way.
regimented, like, hey, you will do it. You'll check in with us, and like you're not going to be doing that bullshit like drinking on freaking steroids and stuff like.
All right, you're good. Sorry, some fucking kids outside, not my kids.
Oh,
Yeah. So for examples would be pilots get prescribed Adderall or speed pills. The Nazis used to have meth in their rations. I guarantee. Well, I know there's a way they have to do it, but like special forces and special warfare dudes have to go in, get their T tested. You can scam the system, and then they're like, but a lot of those dudes, because they're so overworked, do have low testosterone.
yeah.
And then they put them on TRT. Jesus, Hobbs. I don't care, man. Anyway. Yeah. It's so silly. Like, dude, we're war fighters. We're infantry. Give us the most cheating tools to fucking cheat with.
Yeah, 100%.
Why the fuck not? Let's be fucking mongers.
Especially like if you have some scientists like backed it. Like, I mean, the gyms all around base, they run those, like, those, you can get your RMR tested, or they have those physical trainers that could pay a fuck ton of money to like be brought in and like train you.
What's your RMR stand for?
It's like the resting
metabolic
metabolic rate.
That's cool. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
but they have like, I think they're doing it to one of the companies right now where they like, they're testing their verticals, they're putting them on specific diets and stuff like that.
Is it their balance test? Because I
No,
didn't
it's not.
do that. Did y'all do that?
No, I wanted to. It was actually like, they've been doing it for like a couple of weeks. They have like, like a 40-yard sprint. Like, hey, you're gonna get your blood tested to check out your testosterone. Hey, we're gonna check your balance. We're gonna prescribe you these certain amount of stretches.
Yeah.
So like, if they just incorporated like, okay, this guy's low T, this guy's, we'll cultivate your workouts towards you to kind of like bring balance back to the force.
Yeah, the force.
Shout me out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way they should be doing it. I haven't heard anything besides just the balance testing. They're like, hey, make sure everybody gets, like some of the other corpsmen did it. I was like, oh, no, I'm not fucking doing that. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not deploying. I don't give a shit. So I didn't do it, but I didn't care to like figure out what it is. I don't know.
Our gym just got like also in addition to like the metabolism testing, like a bod pod, I think it was called. They do like full body like scans for like body fat and all this like crazy stuff, like high tech gear.
Yeah,
Just like
I want a steam room, not a sauna,
I want one of those hyperbaric chambers. Those would be sick.
with the oxygen and the
Like, yeah, or hyperbaric. Excuse
Yeah.
me. Those ones are cool, and then those.
zero
what's-
gravity.
Yeah, those
Those
like
shit
the
we talked
weight,
about yesterday.
the weightless
Oh.
floating like in your own amniotic fluid.
hyperbaric. Hyperbaric is different.
That's the oxygen one, right?
Yeah, that's like
The rich oxygen.
yeah. So that's like to help with like burn recovery and a couple other different things for like chemical grade, not chemical grade. What is it?
Medical?
Grade.
Yeah.
And then they have lighter versions of that. Like, who's the guy that didn't die? I'm not trying to be a piece of shit here. LeBron James is still alive. He didn't die in a helicopter.
No.
Okay. LeBron James does like a light grade oxygen therapy hyperbaric. It's just like a little tent he gets in for an hour. It's like oxygen rich and whatever.
I mean, it's kind of the same as like, they'll send track stars and cross country up to the mountains so that they can get their hemoglobin up.
Yeah, there's 4 ways. It's on what's the name of that document? Bigger, Stronger, Faster. Y'all ever seen that?
Yeah.
It used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it's anymore. But there's 4 ways to achieve the same effects of like your hemoglobin, more red blood cells, blah blah blah. It's sending athletes to high altitude, hyperbaric chambers, blood doping, and what are they called? The type of steroid that is big in the
Lidrenol.
No, EPO.
Okay. The blood doping's the one where they have someone else go up to the mountains and then they just come and switch out their blood with oxygen-rich blood.
That's just throwing more blood in your body, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's either you take blood out of your body.
Oh,
and
like
then
from
push
another
it in.
time? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's illegal, isn't
or I mean,
there's really no way to test for it, but
it's illegal for the sport. It's against the rules of the sport. But for someone to tell you you can't take blood out of your body and then put it back in, whether you do it properly or not, isn't really for someone to tell. I mean, it's not like you're doing drugs.
yeah.
But I know what's more frowned upon and what we're actually taught is Corpsman Valkyrie, which is, hey, you're type A, he's type A. Give me some of your type A, I'm going to put it into him, which is one of like the biggest revolutionary life-saving things in combat medicine. And I'm like, oh, well, that's blood doping, you know? And I've been wanting to do it, and I finally found a dude. He was in snipes, same blood type, really fucking fit. I'm like, fuck, dude, just like put, it's like I talked about it for like 2 years, and then like I could actually do it. I'm like, man,
Sure, you can hook us up right now.
It was Kyle, right?
Yes, the Lamb of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's just there's so much risk involved. I mean, I don't know. It just sucks.
It's like doing an IV in the barracks, right?
Yep, but with
Perfectly
someone's blood. It's like taking a part of that human and putting it into you.
That's some good
how you
human.
become a blood
It is good human, but like there's just unmitigated risk.
No side effects.
There's no side effects.
You should be good.
Just like, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I was really interested in it, and I did kind of have it all figured out. Like, wound up running into different people in different ranks and grades of the military, doctors and shit that would be cool to talk with. And they're like, yeah, you could do it. I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, I've talked to doctors in the ER about like where do like cyclists and shit get their steroids or figure out how to blood dope? Is it like a doctor that's like helping them? Is there like straight up like black labs, black Labrador retrievers? No, like underground fucking laboratories, or is there like a dude that's like kind of gray area, kind of like here, whatever, or do they hire someone specifically for this? And he kind of said all of it. Yeah,
it's probably just like kids getting Adderall prescriptions, or like dealers getting Adderall prescriptions. Like all you have to do is oh no, I have trouble focusing. And shit. Like, oh yeah, cool.
Imagine it's like a lab too.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, we do a lot of steroid tests. Like, oh, like I'd like to get in one of your tests. I'm like, well, here you go, man.
Yeah. So the thing is the research I've done into blood doping is it's very complicated and very risky if you do one of the steps wrong. If you don't keep the blood at a certain temperature, if you don't do it within so many hours, if you don't put it in the right bag with the right hemostat or hemostatic agent and all these different things, if you get the wrong blood type, the wrong titers, all this different shit, you have to have someone to be able to do an IV. I doubt they're doing IVs on themselves. That's some fucking cyclist. I don't know, but it just seems like a lot of steps involved for someone that needs to know what they're doing in order for them to not die. And I would imagine it is either someone hired that has the knowledge, that is getting paid substantially to do things. You can buy the shit at Walmart, the bags and shit, but they're like $18 a bag. So if you're Lance Armstrong, you're making millions of dollars. Hey, I buy this many bags, this many IVs. Fucking have this guy come around with me, pay him $1,200, whatever. I mean, I would imagine that's the way it works.
I mean, I have a lot of like lifting, bodybuilding pages on Facebook. I'm starting to get like SARMs ads just on Facebook. Just like, if it's that easy just to get like the research chemicals.
My opinion is SARMs are garbage.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. I think so too.
I feel like y'all are just, not y'all, but I feel like the people that are taking SARMs are just taking coconut oil and like, I don't get it, when you're like not fucking taking anything at all.
Or like the people that like have never lifted a weight in their life. I'm like, oh, I want to get big and start taking SARMs. It's like,
yeah.
I'm in the gym for like 10 minutes.
Dude, there was a dude in the field. I'm not going to say his name, but he's like, can you get steroids? I was like, I could introduce you to someone that could get you steroids. He's like, I'm like, how old are you? He's like, 20. I was like, nah, dude, like, I'm not going to introduce you to this person. And he's like, why not? I was like, because you're fucking, you got it all in your body, dude. You can just get it out of yourself. You don't need, you have so much free testosterone, so much metabolism, so much energy. If you just didn't fucking drink, you ate really clean food and ate a lot, slept well, and lifted hard and on a program, you would get huge. But no, you want to fucking, you're the SARMs king, you want to move to fucking steroids now. He's like, oh, did so many SARMs on deployment. I'm like, I text the person, and I was like, hey, this dude, and he's like, dude, SARMs probably didn't do anything. They probably did worse shit to him than anything at all, but he's 20. His body will figure it out. But no, I would never hook him up with anything as a 20-year-old. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought.
You're supposed to wait until like you're 29, I think.
I think the guy you would give like
25.
Yeah.
I was around like 23, 24 when I started. I was going to Afghanistan. I didn't really give a shit. I got on the plane to Afghanistan with like $0, dude. $0 juiced up. Dude, like, dude,
living the dream.
I'm going to lose my fucking legs. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck does it matter?
Might as well make him big legs.
Yeah. I had, this was a weird thing. One of my buddies got a leg sleeve. He's like, I can't believe I fucking spent this much money on my legs when they might get blown off. And he's like bummed out he spent money. I was like, I could spend that on other shit. It's like, I don't think it's that big a deal. You know? Yeah, that would suck a little bit if you got your leg blown off, you had a tattoo on it, but like, I'd be worried about other shit.
The absence of
absence of a leg.
Yeah.
You know? Does my boner still work?
Yeah.
Everybody makes fun of me because my fucking dick flap.
What?
Yeah.
My crotch armor.
Oh,
on my flak.
Oh yeah.
I go, Doc, you worry about your dick getting blown off? I'm like, yeah.
I was.
It's very important to me.
It's a valid fear.
I have armor over my fucking cock.
It's hardly armor though.
It is. It's soft armor. It's something, dude.
I guess something's better than nothing.
Dude, if you're telling me if I got,
I'd rather trust a jock strap over that thing.
you're gonna wear a jock strap.
I wouldn't wear
Fuck
it.
no.
I'm just saying I'd trust it more than that.
Let me preface this. All right. You're telling me you would rather wear nothing than wear that armor if someone's slinging a fucking baseball at your nuts.
I would rather have that.
Right. So if there's an explosion and there's something a baseball size moving fast, I would like to have that there. Now, if there's ball bearings, they're going to fucking shred. But whatever, you know? Something's better than nothing, dude.
Yeah, true.
And if I did deploy again and it was like a real one, now that I think about it, I would have put a side sappy. Like, I would have a side sappy insert. Yep.
I don't know. My logic behind it is protection is valuable and all, but the object does not get hit. You know,
Yeah.
it's
And also
understandably-
looking cool. If you don't look
Speed and
cool,
agility.
dude, you're not.
cool mobility.
Yeah. Cool mobility, not getting hit, being protected.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like people always run around with like the steel plates nowadays and like just weighed down. It's like, well, like if you get hit, you're gonna be down. That's gonna hurt a lot. You know, it might crack a rib or something. So,
Yeah.
like, I'd rather be fast on my feet, not get hit.
So fast. What's that? So fast.
So fast, yeah.
Fucking.
On those steroids.
Yeah. Just 25 pounds heavier, just so fast, dude. Fucking, I don't get it, dude.
Yeah.
No, I had something out of that, but I lost it. Anyway.
Protect the boys.
Protect the boys, dude. Always look out for the boys.
Man.
Yeah. 100%, dude.
Well, I mean, like speed would be like pretty sick because, I mean, you know, if I would run around in shorts. I mean, obviously the pants are the better. Okay, I'm sorry. Hiking pants and, a decent, shirt. Like that's what I'd like.
I think frog gear is the most appropriate.
Yeah, it is.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's so dumb, the whole fucking, we don't wear frog gear in the field or anything like that. Like,
that might change, actually.
I think it is,
for CAAT specifically.
That's sick.
Yeah.
But it's just so dumb. It's like, oh, sleeves. No, it's like, we fight like this. Why do we have to train with this fucking uniform that we're supposed to wear around daily?
Mm-hmm.
Why not wear a fucking T-shirt with sleeves on it? I don't know.
That's something
I do really like frog gear.
That's something I never understood either. It's just like, why are we giving up the things we have to become more lethal? We're sacrificing our proficiency as war fighters to be look good in garrison. I don't know. Just I feel like our focus on the wrong things sometimes.
Well, it always depends on the careerist you run into. The guy that's no hands in your pocket, no boonies on the parade deck. Fucking have to have an 8-point. Can't just not have a boonie on. No tuck sleeves, no anything like that.
Well, I feel like the Marine Corps does such a great job of kicking those really good leaders out.
Yeah, because they don't play the games. Because those other games seem to be, if you would ask me, in my opinion, it's measurable to, hey, that guy corrects people on proper greeting of the day, hands in his pockets and shitty rolled sleeves, where that guy doesn't. And go, oh, well, that guy's a fucking shitbag. No. Where that dude's super tactically proficient, but he goes off in the field and they don't witness that. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like our current first sergeant. Well, your old one. Just like stellar man, a great leader. Everyone would love to follow him.
Yeah.
But here he is getting like ostracized and kicked out. Just like,
I don't know about ostracized. I mean,
no.
Oh, I mean,
but he got passed over and forced out after 22 years, which sucks. Yeah, dude, that guy should definitely be a sergeant major.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Just like there's people that are getting promoted over him. It's like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Just it's so political, and I think it's kind of silly.
But you never know the full story.
Yeah,
I'll say that. I think he's a great dude, but I don't know his entire career verbatim or anything.
No,
he could have done something that looks poorly. I don't know.
Whatever.
But I mean, got to learn from the past.
Anyway, tell me about trans fats.
Fuck them. That is one thing that really bothers me too. I mean, wrapping the whole like fitness industry, it's just like how scummy the FDA and the food industry are.
I mean,
trans fats are really illegal in some nations.
Yeah.
Whereas our FDA is like, oh, less than 0.5. Don't even put it in the label.
What are the trans fats actually?
Hydrogenated
fat trans people.
Okay.
Can I say that on here?
Hello. The 45 people that will watch this, I think you're going to be good. It's it's in 10 years when this is actually somewhere, and they do a deep dive.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Hey, President Hobbs."
Yeah, President Hobbs.
You remember what you said about fat trans people?
Yeah, trans people 0.06% of the fucking population. Anyway,
it's a liquid. They put hydrogen in.
Yeah,
you get a solid.
So like, I used to think peanut butter was healthy, right?
I mean, I'd say it is. Depends.
And then I was in a nutrition class in a community college, name drop, no big deal. And they were explaining what hydrogenated meant, and how all the peanut butter, when you grab it off the shelf, the Jiffy and shit, there's no separation. Yeah, it's fucking delicious. And when I was young, like pre-Marine Corps, post-Marine Corps, like I'm eating peanut butter thinking I'm doing good shit. And then he explains, okay, so you take peanut ground up. It's got oils and all this other shit. They put it in a vacuum, and it spins around in this vacuum container. And then they have a pipe that comes in that pumps in hydrogen molecule, hydrogen gas, and it spins and it spins and it spins, and it forces the hydrogen to bond with the peanut butter, and that makes the shelf stable, and that's what hydrogenated is. And that's not really great for you. It's very unnatural, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, fuck. And like last night I was talking to Dash about like if you look into anything, almost anything, everything is bullshit. I was thinking about in the shower this morning. It took me like 2 weeks. My wife cooks a lot of soup. I like soup.
Soup's good.
And I was like, you should cook a lot. Well, I only have this size pan. I want to get a big pan. Okay. Well, I want American steel. I don't want Chinese. I don't want a Chinese company. When it comes to things like that, I don't want some garbage metal made with mystery metals out in a place that doesn't regulate it for us to heat it up to a certain temperature, have food in it, and then I get those chemicals in my body. I want American steel. It took me 2 weeks to find a company that makes steel in America and from America, because you'd have, American made, but the steel's from China. And it's just everything. Oh, cage-free chickens. Yeah, they live in a fucking thing that's like this tall. And there's no fucking sunlight, packed in sun, but they're cage-free. They don't actually live in a small cage. They're in a coop that's this fucking tall in their own shit and feathers. Cage-free chicken, cage-free eggs. Oh, organic. Oh, yeah, organic actually means you have to have an income and you have to pay a certain percentage to the organic people in order to get you that certificate, and then you can be organic. Yeah, it's better than not having it. Makes you feel better and makes you know that there is some regulation, but it's still kind of bullshit. Yeah. Where other countries, it's illegal to have certain things in their food just in general. Where if we just take that out, that makes it organic. Or, what's the thing? What's the thing I see on Amazon, like trade free, whatever, like
fair trade.
Fair trade. Yeah, it's like fair trade. There's fair trade Himalayan pink salt. Cool. Okay.
Have you seen the weird thing? I went to Active Culture. It's like a vegan.
Yeah, I know. That's right in San Clemente.
Yeah. Really good food, actually. I was
surprised.
surprised.
I don't think it's vegan.
What was it? It's like
they ain't got much meat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Most of it's vegan besides their meat. Thank you.
If you take the meat out, you're vegan.
Yeah.
I don't think they're vegan. I think they're vegetarian friendly. I think they use honey and fucking milk and shit.
Well, I've started eating. Well, I mean, not started, but I notice a difference in the way that they have their eggs, because I got their fried eggs, and I've been seeing it a little bit online too. When people are cooking healthier dishes for organic or range-free eggs and stuff like that, and they'll crack the egg, fry it, and then when they cut it, it's like a very dark yellow, like almost brown. What's their
nutrition? Clean nutrition, hearty nutrition, sunlight.
So you want it to be darker, not
you yellow? Want a very orange. I mean, if you're feeding the chicken fucking good food, then and it comes out light yellow. I mean, there's no harm, no foul.
Yeah, I didn't know if there's because this was noticeably orange. And I started to see it a lot more as I'm looking more into healthier options. The dark yolk.
Yeah, it's my parents used to have chickens multiple times throughout my life, and very dark orange yolks. And then depending on what you would give the chicken, would change the shell and the yolk, different colors. Like they would give the chickens crawfish shells because we're from Louisiana, and they would come out in like a light reddish brown with little speckle frecks. They'd feed it like green diet, whatever. They'd turn green. It's like really weird like that, but the yolks would always be darker. They're getting sunlight. They're getting proper nutrition. They have minerals in there. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what you want.
And then what you were saying yesterday about the fish, where they'd feed it
shrimp,
alter the color of it.
Yeah, it says it on the package, but it will be I think it's salmon specifically. They found that people don't like to buy salmon because it's off-putting the natural color, right? And so they either dye it pink or they feed it brine shrimp towards the end of its life. and it changes it pink, and so when you buy it, it looks healthier to you, and you're not buying gray meat.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone said it about beef, and it made me depressed. So I don't really eat that much fish, but I eat a lot of beef.
Yeah.
It's
It's
can't
what
win.
It's everything,
Like,
dude.
yeah.
I don't think. I mean, what's the point of fighting anymore? We should all just die.
So what's the point of fighting? No, I'm not gonna fight. Thanks,
Can
huh?
you stop? Yeah, making a mess.
Sorry, I'm
Fucking
Yeah,
all right, cut,
You're
dude.
cut
We're
off.
done.
Yeah. No more for you.
Shut
yeah, one Topo Chico seltzer.
One sip of Topo Chico, and you're fucking.
Schwag.
Did y'all get fucked up last night?
No, I had a Guinness and it was good.
That's all you drank?
Mhm.
Nice. Yeah, I thought you were
Not a-
drinking more.
I'm a drinker. No.
I had a couple. I had like whiskey sour and some beers.
You're a piece of shit.
He was switching. I saw him putting little water in his shots.
Oh yeah, I did see you drinking water.
I was.
Apparently, drinking water in between like that gets you more fucked up
It does.
because it like pushes
Really?
the alcohol through your
Mhm.
liver.
Yeah,
Quicker.
I thought because like you go drink at your friend's house in high school and their dad's like, hey, this is water after each beer. Okay, it's like okay, now I'm fucking railed off of
Yeah.
four
One
beers.
Red's-
All right,
One Red's apple ale.
I think it's purging the alcohol out of your system faster, so you're constantly like having that same buzz. I'm not positive though. I would imagine it's healthier though to constantly
I
be
think
putting
it
water in
keeps
your
a,
system.
it keeps a cleaner buzz, but also like you start drinking, and if you just drink the whole night, you don't realize until later that you're gonna fucking feel it. But then like if you keep putting the waters in, you like start to get that like headache more. For me at least.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's an art. I'm trying to perfect it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. You'll have shaky hands and fatty liver.
I saw this thing about it's like how to know if you're alcoholic or like if you are starting to get cirrhosis of the liver. And I'm pretty sure it's just a dude fucking with people online. But he's like, yeah, I tapped my shin because like with cirrhosis, your shin over your shin will develop a fatty like kind of blockage. And so you won't be able to get like a knock on your shin. Like you can't like just like knock on the bone because you'll just be hitting like skin. Like you can't knock on your thigh bone.
You only drink one bottle of bullet bourbon a day. I think you should be fine.
You should be fine.
You should be fine. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
I
good
don't
for-
know if you're joking, but you should be fine.
Definitely
I'm good.
should be okay.
In
Theory.
the grand scheme of things, that's not that much compared to other people.
Yeah, like when
That's-
people
I mean, that's not that great.
when people like no, I don't drink a bottle of a day.
This week.
But like when when people describe like what the tipping point was, and like in the in the end, you know what I'm talking about? Like it's like yeah, right at the end, it was 5 fingers vodka with a lime, and that was like 16 of those before 8 a.m. It's like God, jeez.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, to each his own.
Yeah, do what you do. Fuck it. If I could quit beating off and putting nicotine in my mouth, I'd be a goddamn monk.
Yeah.
Gotta save the testosterone.
Yeah, dude.
You should freeze some of your sperm.
You want some? You want blood dope? My
No,
sperm?
well, when this when this
Sperm
when this podcast blows up and people are like,
I'm getting a vasectomy on Thursday.
are you really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Firing blanks for the rest of your life.
fuck it, dude. I got 2 of them.
Oh, really?
I have 2 kids. Hobbs.
You babysit
Oh,
them.
no. I thought you were talking about vasectomies. I was like, oh, geez,
Yeah.
take it easy, Michael
It-
Scott.
It doesn't fucking didn't take. Keeps growing back like a root.
Just too strong.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, dude. What they said they're gonna do to me, but whatever.
Who are you going through? Is that going to be like a base procedure?
I'm going to Tijuana.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Apparently, you can sell
Just,
Tesla.
just going to the
25,
Raz back at work
35.
same day.
Do
Do they do vasectomies at the Raz?
Corman do
I would
vasectomies.
not trust them.
Do
I
they
would.
really?
I would not
I would
let a
not
corpsman.
trust
A
them.
corpsman does a vasectomy?
I had a corpsman in my ER, and I was just shooting the shit with them. They're like, "Yeah, I do vasectomies all the time, dude. That shit's super fucking simple." I was just like,
Fuck no.
"What'd you just say?"
Hell no.
Dude, only a doctor is going to fucking touch my scrotum.
Even then, like a surgery like that, I would
only a
go out of-
man is going to touch my balls. You understand me?
There it is. No, even at the Naval Hospital, I don't
That's
know.
where I'm going.
I don't know about all the doctors that work at the Naval.
What are they going to
Hospital.
do? Fuck it up, and then I
Yes.
Keep-
yes.
keep blasting sperms?
And get paid?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
The one guy in 81 just went and got a surgery done. It was, they said like a small incision, like 1 inch. I forget exactly what he's getting done, but he woke up and it was like a whole like 6-inch scar. Like they tore open his leg.
What was it for?
I don't know.
Vasectomy?
No. It was some kind of like, I think, nerve.
I mean,
Fuck with nerves.
if you're a world star doctor, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be working at the Naval Hospital.
Yeah, no offense. There's not many world star doctors in our profession.
I don't know. I can't speak on it personally. I know you can, but like, does the government offer incentives? Like, I mean, because that'd be a pretty, hey, you want a troop welfare? Like, let's supply with a little bit higher class of doctor.
It's not extremely clear, but I believe the way doctors, officers pay. I think Lieutenant Gunderson is different because he's at Greenside Unit. But if you're at a hospital and you're an 03 and you're in a position where the civilian doctor next to you is in a pay grade of cost of living, all these different things factor in, they're at a significantly higher pay grade, they bring you up, your pay goes up in some sort of per diem or whatever it is, in order for you to just be like, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm getting the fuck out and I'm going to be a civilian as soon as possible. Because they put this money into you, they pay for your school, and then it's usually as fast as you can get out the door to go be a civilian doctor, and you'll be debt free. Fucking amazing, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so they're trying to incentivize people to stay in, and I believe at the last hospital I did talk about this, they say in your zip code, whatever, you're a doctor, you're going to make the same as doctors in your area. That base average pay, even if you're an you're not going to be an 01 doctor. You start off as an 03, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's actually pretty badass then.
Yeah, there's some sort of incentive like that. I'm not exactly clear what it is, but they do make it so you're not some fucking 03 running the entire ER, and you're making pennies compared to the number one doctor running an ER somewhere else. You know, like down the street.
That's why the reenlistment bonus for fixing mechanics last fiscal year was like $200,000.
Yeah,
like they just get out and make 6 figures.
You go get trained by Boeing.
Yeah,
and then I'm sure they have a logbook.
And it's like, oh yeah, I'm actually. Just
we remember you from that school, and you go. It's like the same fucking school, and then you just go work for Boeing when you get out. It's like, it's crazy, and they don't retain anyone, so it's just constantly like, dude, we need these fucking people.
Yeah, so you don't have any like senior like, oh yeah, I've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, you have to be a moron. Yeah, I opted to make $70,000 a year as a master chief when everyone is getting out and making 200 starting.
Yeah, we're definitely in the same boat. Very, very high demand.
As
advanced
as an advanced trained missileman.
Yes.
One
of three.
One of three.
Well, I know you have your career line. I mean, you have prospects lined up, but you're telling me you couldn't get out and get a job somewhere in the military designing and doing maintenance on these machines?
There's not a lot of demand for blowing up tanks in the civilian sector.
For being it's a hard market for being a badass.
On the military end of it, being a contractor working on these weapons.
So I actually in 29 Palms talked to...
That has to exist. I don't give a shit what you're about to say. That has to exist.
So it does.
Raytheon and all those companies want like more degrees though. And, like,
so I talked...
Or what?
Like degrees. They want like...
I thought you said decaries. I was like... What is that?
No,
is that
I talked to the Raytheon guys, and they do take a lot of Marines. Like why not? Like you are around it a lot, but they don't take infantry dudes because we know how to use the systems, and like if you pay attention to it. But the guys that they take are like the armory techs, like the guys that or whoever the fucking techs are that come through and like run all the system checks on the
optic technicians.
Guys. Yeah, like those guys they're after, and then those translate out well, but like. They're not like, oh yeah, you're a anti-tank missile man. Like they don't need help shooting it. They just need they just need help making them.
I can clean the lens and I can fire it. That's
yeah, camel hairbrush.
Sure.
Circles.
But
What is it? One swipe. Discard.
yeah.
Fucking stupid. Worst career choice ever is being infantry.
It is, but it's also the most rewarding.
100%.
I don't know about that. I would say
I don't know. The friends I've made along the way, and look, I'm
say-
Hollywood now. I'm on a podcast. So.
I'd say it.
You've made.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, don't touch the mics. I'd say it is rewarding. I wouldn't say it's the most rewarding. I think that's a hard comparison to make.
I mean, not the most. Anything's rewarding. I mean, like, you know, corpsmen and infantry and other people's.
Yeah, but
My mindset on this is that you can do any other job outside in the civilian sector. Probably make more money, you know, it'll translate well and be all fine and dandy. Like, where else are you going to be able to do what we do? You know what I mean? So while it's not the most fun, not the most glorious job, not the best for translating out, just like, where else am I going to go with the boys laying down 200 rounds of 7.62 a second?
Okay, that's true if you look at it that way. But as far as transferable job into the civilian world,
Horrible.
That doesn't,
awful.
there's no place where you're getting paid to go to a range and work on, you know, marksmanship and infantrymanship. Yeah, it just doesn't. Everybody, if you are trying to keep some aspect of that, you become a cop.
Yeah.
You become a reservist or a contractor.
Security guard.
Yeah, but dude, you can't do shit.
Like
as a
open up a
security.
range, like a private indoor range or something like that.
Fuck that. Dude, fuck being a gunsmith or having a range in California. I don't know how they exist. I don't know how they do it, dude.
What's your problem? You're in California.
What's that?
That's your problem. You're in
That
California.
exactly. But like, dude, I needed something fixed. And like, I was just like, I took it to a shop. I took my upper and it's just like went in. There's like nothing on the walls. There's like not a sign out front. I was just like, California gun store, huh? Like, yep. All right, man.
Cream of the crop.
Fucking weird, dude. Just, Joe Rogan says if you want to go broke really fast, open up a bookstore in Miami. I say the same thing. Open up a fucking gun store in California.
You gotta do it right.
You just gotta do it wrong,
Get one
dude.
of those easy jigs and
Yeah.
little blocks of steel.
No comment.
Swing by the garage later on. Got you.
I got a nice garage now. I just gotta clean it up.
Yeah, honestly, it's a really nice house.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. One of the few things the military's done for me.
I like the
Yeah.
forest.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a New Orleans bridge because I'm from New Orleans, kind of. So it's gonna be like something like that. It's just showing up from China.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be right here, and then there's gonna be a little corner desk. So hopefully I can like kind of move this, clean this up a little bit. But yeah, I plan on, you know, putting a little bit of money as hopefully I can get a sponsorship one day, and because this is pretty easy, man, just fucking chilling.
I think it's great. I mean, you can hold the conversation, so you know,
Yeah.
it's a good time.
One thing I want to step back into, like, yeah, so you have a point. Like, and that was kind of why I wanted to be a Navy SEAL, Bud Studs 331. Is because, like, what other job can I go to? Well, first of all, I wanted to be treated professionally. And I know there's, like, a definitely, like, a bell curve on that where you're not in the beginning. But once you're to a point, it's man fucking rules. Where can I go, treated professionally, jump out of airplanes, get paid to swim, always stationed next to a beach, scuba diving, shooting guns, all this different shit. I was like, fucking, I know a couple of them. I'll go be a Navy SEAL. Now, besides contracting, that doesn't really transfer over. And then yesterday I was talking to Dash's girlfriend. I was like, yeah, he's having issues. Does he want to stay in? Does he want to get out? I was like, well, what do you want to do? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, dude, you have to fucking come up with that ultimate dream of I could do this the rest of my fucking life. Like with me, I think I could work in a wood shop the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could fuck around with little piece of metal and wood and make something the rest of my life. I think I could do that.
It's very rewarding too.
I think it's very rewarding. Now, putting these doors in and these windows in. I can do that. I hate it though. So there's a very fine line with doing carpentry and being an installer. You couldn't pay me to do this anymore. I hate that. But I could make these in a wood shop and then sell them to you. I can make you the door and then sell it to you, but I'm not. And so I was trying to make that clear to him. I was like, I think the path for me, if I don't get stationed where I want to get stationed, where I bought my house, I'm getting out and I will become a paramedic and I will try and get a job federally so I can continue on the years of service. And his girlfriend goes, oh, you don't make any money being a paramedic. I was like, that's not the point. That's not what I'm saying. That's complete void of what I'm saying. I'm not necessarily worried about the money. Money is a thing. It is important. But our millennial mindset is, what am I passionate about? And I really adhere to that because I'm not going to be a dude punching a time card for the rest of my life, waiting to retire to do cool shit, and then I do retire at 50 and have a fucking heart attack 3 years later.
That's my biggest. That's some of the shit that keeps me up at night.
Well, that's why I'm doing this, because I was talking to my wife. She goes, I was like afraid that, hey, I'm going to wait all this time to finally do this in a better fashion. And by the time that happens, I'm going to be in San Antonio. I'm going to be out of the military. I'm not going to have people to come and do it. And it's just going to be a waste of money. She's like, what the fuck are you waiting for? Buy the shit, do the thing. Let's fucking go. And I was like kind of blown away by it. But it's just fucking do the thing, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like the thing, like the biggest thing with like me getting out, because I genuinely do love the infantry. I love it here. It's like everyone says that it's not like, oh, my life sucks, but like really though, there's aspects to it that do suck.
Yeah,
and I 100% agree. And I mean, today. I don't know why it made me so mad, but we went to the
aneurysm at the PX.
Not. I just had an aneurysm to Isaiah in his truck after I'd kept my composure.
So let's go over what happened. So we're up at Barcelona Gate, close to San Clemente, and then y'all live in Horno, which is about 20 minutes away. In between, there's School of Infantry, and little interesting thing, at y'all's PX, they don't sell liquor.
No, that's a 29 Palms thing, and the Sano right there. So
wait, 29 Palms doesn't sell liquor?
No, 29 Palms does sell liquor, but you guys can go into your PX, and there's like the biggest liquor selection
in 29 Palms.
Yeah, you guys. I'm pretty sure it's the biggest liquor selection in. I want to say like
it's like 1/8 of the building, and it's a very big building.
Yeah,
it's like almost a quarter, but it's about 1/8 of like this huge warehouse exchange looking fucking thing.
It's easily half a mile.
There's a huge beer fridge. There's all your hot liquors and whatever. Like nothing's refrigerated. That's what I mean by that. And like wines and all this stuff. And that was my argument when I was getting out. They were starting the random breathalyzers in the morning. They wanted to talk to 2 of each rank from every company. And I was newly promoted corporal. I was just like, well, I'm going to speak for the fucking Lance Corporals on this, even though I'm a corporal. Like, the people get in trouble for fucking drinking whiskey and fucking smoking cigarettes on the ladder well and throwing beer bottles is not the fucking Lance Corporals. It's the sergeants. Mm-hmm. And we look like we're the fucking bad guys, but we're not. Then also, y'all tell us not to drink liquor, not to have glass bottles in our room, but that exchange is filled with 1/4, just easy numbers, 1/4 of the whole fucking huge building is alcohol, liquor, bottles.
Yeah.
But we're not allowed to have that. So where are we supposed to buy that and drink it? In the parking lot, in a car, at a hotel? And I was like, and then we don't have functions where we drink together. You cut us loose to Japan, we can now drink at the age of 19. Dudes lose their fucking minds. You're not growing up in a culture where I did in Louisiana, where my family gives me my first alcoholic beverage, and my brother looks after me when I start to party. And hey, you don't just chug the shit. You got to start slowly, and you get taught. But if you're doing everything right, and the first day you have an alcoholic beverage is you're 21, you're going to be a fucking ass fuck retard and not going to know what you do. And then we train with the British Royal Marines who piss in each other's mouth. That's a different story.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's called swamping, mate.
Hey, we don't kink shame.
And they all drank together all the fucking time. And I guarantee you they're not having DUIs and ARIs and all these different fucking things. And I expressed that, and they're like, oh, Corporal Cretin, you're saying some good shit here. You want to talk to BC and Sergeant Major? I was like, absolutely not. I get out in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Keep me away from that door.
Yeah. But it's just silly. So, School of Infantry doesn't sell any alcohol at all.
No, they do not anymore. They used to.
Because the little guys running around there skedaddling
Well, I mean,
about.
There's everyone's an idiot there, you know. Like it's SOP to be an idiot there, you know. And it's like the fun parts too, like, you know.
I saw them at church this morning. They're sitting across from the row. It was just grunt style cowboy boots,
backpacks.
Oh yeah.
No backpacks. They probably had to drop those at the front door because of bombs. But I was just like elbowing my wife. She's like, "You see them?" I was like, "Those are called boots." She's like, I was like, "Not what they're wearing on their feet. New guys. Dude's wearing cowboy boots.
Hey, we don't
Wranglers, button up. You know, you have Semper Fi tattooed on their forearm. You know,
very interesting.
No, but they all had Screaming Eagles. One was wearing a grunt style hoodie, and cowboy boots. And I was just like, these fucking retards. Dude.
Well, yeah. So
I told them Jesus didn't love them. No, not really. I didn't say that.
On Easter.
Happy Easter.
But yeah, like
Happy Easter, not get fucked.
So I walk in there, and you know, first time in there, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's new, right?
They just opened up one, and there's no alcohol, so I'm like, cool, I'll get a Monster. Shout out to Monster, sponsor me. Don't. But
don't sponsor you.
Isn't this anti-sponsorship?
This podcast is not brought to you by Monster, but if Monster wants to, hook it the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, and there's this dude in me with a unicorn backpack on. And like, not to be that guy, but good grief, man. Like, you're a Marine in the, like, going into the infantry, and
so you think he could have been ITB or whatever? Yeah, not ITB,
MCT.
MCT.
Yeah. He was definitely an ITB. You like, I could tell, and I was like looking at him, and like, I was like, gosh, there's no way that this is like real right now. It's like got like a unicorn backpack, and come on, brother, like, to each their own, but what the hell?
You look like a fag.
Yeah, you look like a fag.
Who's your first roommate?
Hole.
Remember his hobby?
He was a furry. Great guy though.
Sure, but
got kicked out.
Yeah, got kicked out
for being a furry.
Going UA.
SI. Yeah.
Oh, is that the guy before deployment?
No, that was the other
roommate.
Yeah, yeah.
The one he sold.
I don't have a good track record, so Morris, if you're listening, you have 3 days to kill yourself before.
And then also your girlfriend at boot camp.
Oof. Yeah. But no, he got to the fleet. No one was even there, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore," and left.
Went UA
to Vegas. Took a 29-day bender, because the cutoff's 30.
Yeah.
Took a 29-day bender, which it is crazy that the whole 30-day UA thing.
I just found out about
if you want to talk on that. Yeah, I don't know if you.
I just found out about that.
Really?
Yeah, because they had some dude coming in. He wasn't with 2-1. He was with one of the returning units. I think 1-1 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude pieced out for 29 days during a drug test. So pieced out, came back. He's just going to get hit with UA. He's not going to get kicked out. He's going to get NJP'd. He's going to the brig for a little bit, but he didn't pop hot. Kind of fucking smart.
That is genius. And he's staying in?
Yeah, he's just going to get hit with UA. He's not going to get hit with what's past 30 days. It's like it turns to a different thing, right?
That's like what the fucking, who's that?
That's
pussy,
like an actual crime.
It's the Bergdahl, dude.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what the
fuck?
Under UCMJ.
UCMJ. No, the guy in the Army dude that went UA in Afghanistan.
The dude that walked off the post who was a Muslim
Bergdahl.
and that we traded a bunch of.
Yes, the one that we traded a bunch of dudes for.
Yeah, the guy that abandoned his post, walked into the welcoming arms of the Taliban, was outwardly a Muslim, and then later on we traded a bunch of high-ranking Muslim prisoners for him.
Mm-hmm.
He was charged.
I know.
He's in the brig, probably for life. But
UA Burnham.
There's UA, right? Unauthorized absence.
Yeah.
And then at day 30, it changes to a more negligible charge.
Yes.
What is that charge? What is that 1 day difference of?
It's
because the way this dude did it is instead of popping hot and getting kicked out, getting other than, getting dishonorable, he is just going to get UA. It's going to be in that, 48 hours to, I think there's another thing where it's like you're not actually UA if you can report in within this many hours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, there's always that UA thing where it's like, hey,
UA
just text us,
Yeah.
We need to know you're alive.
I go on leave on Monday, but it's Friday night and I'm in Philadelphia.
That's not UA.
That's bullshit.
It ain't illegal if you don't get caught.
No, yeah, that's true.
Taxation is theft. I do.
Yeah, no, we can get into that more. But when I used to work in the ER, and the nurses would have their off days, the Panama schedule: work 2 days, on 2 days, work a 3 day weekend, have a 3 day weekend, and that's how your schedule works. I go, hey, with your leave, are you allowed to take, your days you earned through this organization, civilians? Are you allowed to match them up with like your off days? I go, yeah, they encourage it. I go, oh, in the Marine Corps, they charge you for it.
Yeah.
Like, what? I was like,
Well, that's
the
dumb.
military, say you want to start leave on a Monday, but you get off work Friday, your leave is going to be counted unless you check in the morning on Monday to take your leave. Right? Am I wrong here?
No, you're right. Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. What other company would do that?
The singular good thing about our unit is the whole checkout process.
You
Just
you just peace out.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
lax.
Dude, multiple times in this unit, I will be on leave and then I'll get back and my leave gets approved.
Yeah.
Fucking funny. Your foot's probably on camera. That's disgusting.
I'm also selling. This is my backup feet pics account. So
how much?
Killing two birds with one stone here. I mean, you provided the equipment, so it's really free merchandise.
How much is your bathwater going for these days?
$5.
How much for you to fart in a mason jar? So,
I'd pretty much do anything for money. So
yeah. What are your
Yeah, what's the going rate?
what's your breakdown cost?
jeez.
Bathroom.
Cost-
BJ?
Your cost anal analysis.
I mean, I'm
what is
not
your-
like a beautiful woman, so I really can't sell it for much. But for the creepy dudes out there, like that dude in Ted that is obsessed with the bears and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ted.
I do $10 a fart.
That's weird.
I think
like
that's-
talking about this.
Is that shipping included?
Well, no, obviously not. It's $10.
So
I'm not some whore off the street. I'm not
saying-
some fart whore.
You're not shipping cross country? No.
No, I'd probably ship cross country.
Dude, I know I'm just small-minded, but I don't know how anybody makes any money off of anything with shipping.
Yeah,
I'm-
I mean that's why everything's so
What do you mean?
upcharged on Amazon shit.
Yeah, but
Actually,
it's
I haven't seen that problem.
Some people just sell their stuff I don't know how it works, but they sell their stuff for free with the shipping. It's like, are you making money off the shipping? You know what I'm talking
what
about?
are you talking about?
Like-
I don't
like-
think that's a thing. I
No,
think we
like-
can look into this, and this is bullshit. This is Hobbs bullshit.
I think Hobbs bullshit. I think I know what he means though. It's just like
People
I
are
was
like, oh,
looking
this
at,
is free 99.
probiotics. It's just like $40. I'm like, this is outrageous. There's like free shipping. It's just like,
is it Prime or is it free shipping? Because there's a difference.
free shipping? It was off of their own company website.
Okay.
It's just like, it's pretty expensive, pretty steep price. I looked on Amazon. It was $10 cheaper. I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But I went and looked at the shipping, $10. So I
Do
feel
you
like
not have Amazon Prime?
that's an interesting story. So I am
Anti
stingy with my spending.
Judaism, right?
Yes.
Judaism.
Yes, that is I.
Yeah.
Why?
If you don't have Prime and you buy anything, they're like, hey, here's 2 weeks of free Prime.
Yeah.
So that's my route. And then when I go to cancel it the day before I get billed, it's like, oh, don't leave. Here's 2 more weeks of free Prime.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
So I probably have a
Amazon,
collective.
if you're listening,
Yeah.
I have
Please
some,
don't stop.
I have some Amazon scams I'm not going to divulge.
yeah, I mean,
I have
if you
racked
were
up-
an online shopper, Amazon Prime's the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
100%.
and for us, we don't use it that often, but you get free Amazon TV
Yeah.
with it, just like it's included.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah, we use Amazon a lot. Free. It's fucking free shipping, dude. I'll tell you one thing that happened. I bought my wife a scooter so we can all go out. My kid has a bike. I have a bike. She has a scooter. Bought it. It was like this amount. It wasn't Amazon Prime. And then for some reason I clicked on it again a couple weeks later and I realized, hey, it's like $140 cheaper. So I send a message like, I would have liked a refund for $140. I found it right here. Here's the link. Please refund me this amount of money. They said, no, we're a third party business. We can't compete with that price. So I'm like, all right, sent it back, ordered a different one, but it fucking free and $15 for me to get $125 back. It was just like, dude, this is super easy. Dude, shipping a big ass scooter. It's like one of those like,
electric one kind of.
no, it has like kind of like the mud, like an old school scooter before like razors and shit. Like,
Yeah,
anyway.
bigger tires and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
But dude, shipping this thing, it'd be like 50 pounds. It'd be $100 in shipping right there.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
What?
So I I have 5 boxes of
Full of
like
clothes.
clothes and shit, and I did not choose DMO, so we were gonna bring it to the post office on Monday.
I advised against
Why
that.
did you choose that?
Because he thought it'd take forever to get his
thought-
boxes.
Yeah,
They have a pretty good system.
They do this a lot.
Are you get out
Job.
Wednesday?
I
Is
do.
it too late?
I don't know. Would you advise? I
I don't fucking know, dude.
I don't. I mean, how much does it cost to ship a fucking box? You know, like
The flat rate is like $30.
Yeah,
Side note,
I'll pay. I'll pay
Fuck
30.
UPS.
well,
I'll pay $30
hold
bucks a
on now.
box.
Hold on. Let's take that statement back.
UPS, we love
Fuck
you.
UPS.
Why?
They suck. I have ordered 3 things via UPS.
To the barracks?
No, PO box. And every time, without fail, it just gets lost somewhere. It'll turn up eventually, like 2 weeks later, but I just can't do it.
I think UPS might have been the people that stole that guy's like transmission or engine.
I don't know. USPS, I like them. Shout out to.
Did you ever hear
USPS.
about that story? A guy ordered this like super rare transmission, and then it got lost.
Those little brown short wearing sluts stole it.
Yeah, I think it was. I forget it was like FedEx, UPS, or whoever it was. And then he went looking for a similar transmission, and he found his like number matching everything. And then he started suing, started getting like police involved, and UPS. He like made the smear video on UPS, and turns out they had stolen his engine and sold it to someone. Yeah, it was this whole fucking thing. It could have not been.
Have you
You
seen?
just backed up my argument.
It could have
right
not
there.
been UPS, but it was one of those shipping companies. It wasn't the U.S. Post Office.
well, now you're gonna get sued for defamation. So
I don't think
when
so.
when this blows up,
I don't think so.
I mean,
But
yeah,
have you guys
you've also
seen-
mentioned a few brands here. I think we've broken a few copyright rules at this point.
I don't think so. I don't think we have it.
No,
all.
no, no, no.
Unless we start
it's
singing Michael Jackson.
Monster TM.
See, the reason TV shows cover up, like, they would put something in front of that is because they don't want to give them free advertising, or they don't want their Coca-Cola advertiser to get mad that they have a Monster can in their shit. So they cover it up. But you can have whatever. They're fucking stoked, dude. They don't give a shit. Monster loves that shit. Everybody loves free advertising, but
Yeah,
that's
true.
why in the Avengers, they'll cover up, like, the front of their Ford emblems, because usually Avengers is sponsored by Audi and fucking Volkswagen and shit like that. If you notice in
That's German engineering.
if you notice in all the Iron Mans. He's always driving an Audi.
Yeah.
And what was the one Black Panther? It's like Toyota. And then if you notice in Avengers Civil War, they have a convenient, about 2-minute scene where Chinese doctors are talking in Mandarin. That's interesting, isn't it? I wonder what that's about.
In which
You
one?
lost me. Yeah. What?
In Captain America,
Okay.
Civil War, they're over like the dude with the one arm, I think. And it's a bunch of Chinese doctors talking in Mandarin for like 2 minutes.
Is it about COVID-19?
Yeah, with subtitles. It's because it's like the whole thing with Tom Cruise can't have a Taiwan patch on his jacket in the new Top Gun because that's going to be seen in China. So they have to pull that back. And Doctor Strange, the monk, used to be a Taiwan monk in the comic. And now it is a genderless female bald lady with a just kind of generic monk, whatever.
It's like an NPC character.
No, but what it is it's not, in order to be in the Chinese market, they're going to edit certain things out and inject certain things, like doctors sitting around a round table speaking in Mandarin for 2 minutes to like bring them into the audience a little bit more, into the experience a little bit more.
Have you seen what's going on in China right now? Like with the whole fucking robots flying around and saying like no singing. I don't know. I honestly I get all my news
TikTok
from
news. Yeah. Don't even deny it.
TikTok news. The Chinese Chinese propaganda app only allowed on American cell phones is giving you news about how bad China is right now.
About how bad China is. But I also looked into it.
On TikTok?
On more TikTok.
More on the internet.
Dark web. Do you really have the dark web?
There's ways to get on there.
There's like very clear ways to get on there. It's not illegal to have the dark web.
No, yeah, but I'm always weird about like going on the dark web. You know, like I don't know if it's illegal or not.
It's not illegal so long as you're not doing illegal things.
Well, I'm not doing illegal things.
I've always legal stuff. To do
I've always just felt weird about like accessing the dark web.
Journalists use it for legal purposes.
That's fair.
Shout out Sunshine Act.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's like the freedom of information. I spent a good hour just researching this shit.
He thinks that or no, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna defame you publicly. I don't know if that's
TikTok
true.
News?
Okay, I will admit,
send it, dude.
I will admit, I do get news from TikTok. TikTok, whether you like it or not, is the generational media outlet. It's even if it's doctored, there's live fucking videos, you know. So like,
excuse me, what generation are we talking about? Like
the dumbass generation.
21-year-olds?
Yeah, so
the ones with all the information, right?
the ones with just the live footage. Well, you don't look at me. Look at me.
TikTok is about as bullshit as bullshit gets.
Oh, 100%.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You were on a dopamine serotonin drip, just fucking scrolling. And dude, I was in the field and they have this fucking fat ass fucking radio operator. And like I'm sitting next to him in the Humvee just killing time. And he's like, dude, what is your TikTok feed like? What is that? What are these things? Like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? It's like
tailored to me.
No, it wasn't tailored to anything. He doesn't like or like thumbs up, thumbs down anything. So it's just like this very general blah, fucking everything they send at him. He doesn't do anything to. And I was like, dude, tell it you like fucking cars. Tell it like you like hot asses, dude. Like
it tailors the videos based on how long you watch the videos.
He watches
and
them
how many
all.
times.
He watched, and I was just like, "What is that video?" Because I can only hear. He's like, "I don't know." I'm like,
I do fucking hate the like. You can be around any like person between, 7 and 25 right now, and if they're like they've got some downtime, all you hear are these fucking stupid ass TikTok dances and stupid 30-second quips, and it's like, all right, shut the fuck up, man. Like,
speak for yourself.
I hate it.
Degenerate.
Fucking piece of shit, dude. 1 second. All right, we're good, dude. Yeah, you're consuming garbage.
No, I agree.
Do you have a plan
About?
I think he just called you garbage.
getting off the garbage?
Yeah, so if you wanna bring out that nice piece of equipment that you got in your pocket.
That's on the floor over there.
The cell phone?
Why don't you show the class?
You're gonna get a flip phone?
No, I can't. I don't think I can.
can't.
I don't think I
tried.
can physically support a flip phone anymore, just with work and the way I
Yeah.
communicate with people. What if I need to send a PDF? What if I need to send pictures? What if I need
You
to
can
have to
have a
do any of this shit?
laptop.
You know? Yeah. But who? Oh yeah. Let me go home and get a laptop real quick.
Who has a fucking laptop at work nowadays? It's such a ridiculous request.
What are these, 2000s?
Dude, getting out. I did 90% of the getting out shit and getting my apartment and like doing resumes and job shit on my phone.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this: it's more stressful on your phone.
It is, but it's more.
If you use a laptop, if you use an iPad, if you use a desktop, it's easier to pull things apart and organize it better.
Agreed.
I found a house in Virginia off my phone. I was trying to use the app in order, either Maps or whatever app, Google Maps. I was trying to get it to put in these addresses and make a loop so I wouldn't waste time going to this department, going back, so I could just do a loop.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't work, dude. It was so fucking stressful. And what I wound up doing, hey, that apartment's available. I'm going to drive there right now. It doesn't matter where I am. And I would just waste gas. And then, maybe that apartment was 50 feet from the other one. I'm going to go drive back there. And it kind of was helpful to realize the traffic situation where I was living. And so I decided to live where I wanted to live. But yeah, having a computer like that, you can pull up all these different things, fucking organize between them.
Yeah, how much did you spend on that one? Because
I was 16.
16.
Yeah, I'll sell it to you.
1800.
No, I'd sell it to you for like, I'd have to talk to my wife, maybe
No.
like 800.
I probably can't do that right now.
It's a great computer. It just has a cracked screen up in the corner.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna invest. If I get this job, I'll probably invest in a very large desktop. Because those are beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the way they look. They look so
Well, they have
futuristic.
new ones now. They're very
Those
slim.
are like the ones from like 2012, 2014.
They still make
right?
something like that, but they have the new version.
I think a laptop's the way to go.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's like you said, being on the
I
move
do
a
like
lot, you're gonna
laptops.
drag your desktop to
No.
California.
I mean, I have a laptop. I would
So-
get a desktop.
What you can do is you can get a laptop and
And
then
then
get a
cross-screen.
monitor and then, have that drag and drop feature, which is fucking really cool.
Well, the thing I like about the iPhones right now is you can do those same Wi-Fi, same pullovers, so you can pull something from your phone through the air
Yeah,
and
so
put it onto your iPad just by going like that and pushing it over.
as much as everything is
crazy.
garbage, there are a few things that I do have hope in.
I love Apple.
Nike is no, I'm just kidding. And like I've fully accepted this part. We are in the Apple web, the spider web, where I'm iPad. It's my second one. Just bought a laptop. Have that. iPhones, Apple CarPlay, Apple TV. Like I'm in it.
What's crazy is Apple isn't even like a big, like they're big, but compared to Huawei and the other ones, like Apple's relatively small.
Right. And Apple's not the worst. They're not the best, but they're pretty good about like not fucking putting your shit out there. Now,
Oh yeah.
shortly the government will force them to, vacate all privacy acts and then just let them in. But for the time being, I do follow this one guy. I try not to listen to him on YouTube. He talks about all the different privacy and bullshit, but it's fucking user friendly.
It is. I am not tech savvy at all, and anyone can figure out how to work
Right.
out Apple.
You really got to appreciate the compatibility of everything. Like you
Yeah.
said, like on my phone, it's like, oh, iPad.
It is.
Like,
It
oh,
is
laptop.
so easy to do
Yeah.
stuff on there. I am not. I've never been a Microsoft. Like those nerds. They're like, Oh yeah, dude, Microsoft's the way to go.
I hear people say that shit all the time.
It's like,
for the
what
amount,
the fuck can you? What are you doing that is
Right.
so different?
for the amount of money you paid, you could have built your own. And it's like, hey,
not
dipshit,
gonna
I don't
fucking
want to
build a
fucking build
computer.
my own laptop. I don't give a fuck. I want to be able to drag the icon over, let it go, and the fucking thing recognizes it, and it works. I don't give a shit about what kind of fucking format or file it is. It just works.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So like you can actually just off your phone, just like do
Dude,
this.
it was. I
don't
found
know.
about. I
I-
found out about this 3 days ago because I watched a video.
I know what he's saying. I've never done it. I'm not exactly 100% on it, but I've simply drug things across that and like, oh, now it works.
And then it just jumps through the
Just
air
works.
into another screen.
I'm the kind of guy that has like a tinfoil hat at home.
Yeah.
Like I
I want to
don't-
get a really nice tinfoil hat, you know,
Oh, yeah, mine
like
is
professional grade.
nice little like brim, everything. It's splendid.
Oh, it's not a ball cap?
No, it's like a fedora.
You want to get our fucking Kevlars and just cover them in tinfoil?
I know a guy. He-
Like, sir, it's just, you know, I
Yeah.
know it's a little
Tactical.
shiny, but, you know,
gotta do it.
tactical.
Yeah. But yeah, just that terrifies me. I guess I'm very invested in the whole like privacy aspect of things.
Apple's better than Microsoft.
I'm just saying over in general. Just
Yeah.
the fact like Siri, right? It's just like
Siri's turned off on everything.
exactly, but like how many people actually have that?
I don't give
Just
a
like,
shit.
you know,
Hey,
for
Siri.
Microsoft, it's like, okay, Google. Like that thing's
Hey,
always
Siri.
listening to you.
Hey Siri.
Yeah.
Fucking piece of
Like,
shit.
hey, government. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just and like
Why do you have that on?
he's in the system.
Excuse
And it's
me,
a dude.
I'm
And it's a
having
dude.
a conversation right now. Yeah, it's Jarvis.
I don't
I'm
know.
fucking Iron Man.
I know they have eyes on me. I just like to fool myself into thinking that I'm a little bit more private than
Well, I use VPNs. I use Brave Internet
Same.
Engine.
I don't care anymore.
I quit
the-
using
the
Apple
tour in
Maps.
private.
But I'll tell you what, the worst thing is getting off of Google Maps. Like, there's far less businesses on Apple Maps.
I will use Google Maps.
Yeah, you're a peasant.
I,
if you don't.
I just don't have.
Feels good and it's annoying to people.
Do you do like the tape over your cameras and shit?
Used to. Probably will.
Yeah.
But also, I don't give a shit if someone sees me fucking thumbing my asshole with my legs in the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just charging my ass.
Look at this. Look at this.
Come on, man.
Look at this embarrassing video we have of you.
Yeah,
Like,
give
you
us
wa-
money now.
You watch that whole thing? Yeah. You're a fag, dude.
Back in Syria,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, they have cameras. Like, let me see. Yeah, let me see what I can do. I'll give them a show. Watch this, boys.
Oh, God. Fuck, dude. We're going to leverage you with this video. That is explicit. Yeah, you guys are all gay for watching that.
Yeah.
Not me, dude. What else? That was a chick on the
I
screen.
know you all listening.
Yeah.
Say
we're
his name.
definitely all now on like some data.
We are definitely in
we're
data
de-
somewhere.
Yeah, we're on. We're
I
on a
don't
database
believe.
now.
I don't believe we
I like-
were untracked there.
I like to whisper like illegal things in my phone.
Yeah.
Just like the FBI, the CIA, or whoever's listening to me, NSA. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, what the fuck? And just like waste their assets on me a little bit.
In the grand
So-
scheme, they don't give a shit about your minor shit.
Yeah.
They care about fucking big players, and then they just let you go anyway. They just let you do your thing. And then after you commit the crime, they go, oh, yeah, we were tracking that guy.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to do anything about proactive?
Yeah.
No, we like to...
We're a reactive system. We have to keep.
we like to
you know-
vote on laws after the crime
Yeah.
has been committed
And shoot dogs.
Ooh.
and shoot dogs.
Uh,
ATF.
What do you think about? Do you think federal legalization is going to be a thing for marijuana?
Oh, marijuana? I don't think Joe Biden knows what the fuck's going on.
Agreed.
So...
That's that might be the one hope for pot users.
I know Big Pharma doesn't want that, so
Yeah,
it
obviously.
passed the House, correct? And it's in the Senate.
no fucking clue. Dude.
It
Not
yeah,
tracking
it
at
did.
all.
It did.
Did it pass the Senate too? Or do you?
I have a question for y'all.
I have an answer for you.
Is daylight savings getting November's done?
Yep.
It passed?
It did pass.
So the last time we change our clocks,
Will be November.
Wait, we actually are going to change them?
Yeah. So we're gonna change them back to the winter schedule
Thank
where
God.
you have the whole fucking like wake up early and the sun's up and then you go to
dude, there is hope. That's like,
That's the good time.
and also I did nothing to accomplish that. So just positive mindset.
Yeah.
Just keep it in your brain, dude. It'll happen, bro.
This is definitely the main worrisome in the world right now. Yeah, fuck everyone
I
else,
don't
you know?
know. It's a real thing. You think that you're kind of making fun? Dude, people have heart attacks because of daylight savings time. That one change in your circadian rhythm of when you go to sleep, when you wake up, fucking puts a lot of stress on people's heart, and people that can't handle it die.
I can actually, I mean,
That tells me it's summer.
I can't have a heart attack, or I didn't have a heart attack or anything. But
You
like,
die?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Uh-huh.
But I can really relate to that. Just that 1 hour change when it springed up, because like I like to wake up, see the sun, and like it helps you get out of bed.
Yeah.
So when I woke up at like 6, it's just pitch black.
Yeah.
Like that.
I'm
sucks
having
getting up.
trouble as of recently waking up since the time change because it's
Yeah.
just it's dark out.
Exactly. It's
like,
like you
what the
can't get
fuck,
moving
dude?
when it's just like pitch black.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel right.
No, I get that. And I think
It's also annoying trying to go to sleep at like 8:30 when there's just still fucking sunlight.
That's-
Yeah, when I put my kids down, it's still light out.
Yeah, it's like,
just
what am I doing?
I just like growing up, that was like, that told me it was summer. You know, I'm more of a night owl kind of guy. I fucking hate waking up in the morning, you know.
Well, you grew up in a garbage democratic city. So
This is true.
in a beehive of people shitting on top of each other.
But you know, like it's summertime, you know, 9 o'clock. People can still be out, you know, like you can go out to later dinners, you can have a good time.
Dude, I went and met up with y'all yesterday around 6:15, right?
The
Spent
sun
whatever
didn't even
minute-
go off.
What?
The sun didn't even
When I
go
was
down
heading
yet.
back, I was like, oh, maybe I can head to Target and have some errands to run. I'm like, dude, it's like 9:30. Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
Yeah.
my whole day, not whole day, but like, boom. Like, I'm used to it. Like, oh, go do thing, whatever. Just, I don't know. I don't like it. I'm glad it's over with.
Same. I'm glad you're going a good time. But it's like, I also have a little, if you go in a restaurant, like it doesn't matter what the fuck, where the sun's at. It could be night or day. You're just sitting there eating food, drinking. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
So like
I
for the
know.
majority of things, unless you're like outside in the summer, like having a barbecue or.
I mean, there's a different vibe.
I feel like it doesn't.
There's dinner with the lady on a Friday night, and if it's still daytime, it's not as like, I don't know. It's not the same. But if you,
Maybe it's just me. I mean,
but then there's another thing. I feel like if you're out having some fucking drinks, and you go from getting a little buzz on, kicking it around, fucking get some appetizers, and the sun's going
Some
down.
apps.
The sun's going down, and then it's dark. It's just like, dude, let's fucking keep going. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And that's where my issue is, where I don't like to stop.
yeah.
You're pretty ornery.
I get pretty angry.
But
That's why I don't drink.
did you guys have to sign? Oh wait, never mind. We're on base. Never mind.
What?
I had to sign
It's only prison.
for my new
Say it.
apartment a non-smokers lease, which I think is pretty standard.
Yeah, I had to sign all sorts of shit. I don't know.
It doesn't
about-
matter on base, but I would like to smoke weed. I do.
Oh, don't worry about that.
You don't think so?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Weed's not the same as cigarettes.
Oh no, I understand that. Like obviously the smell is not gonna like, and even if like
your
I have a
fire
balcony-
alarm's not going to go off.
No, I understand all that, but I'm
So
saying
what are you saying?
I like smoking weed, and
Okay.
I would like to in my apartment. I don't want to get fucking evicted for it.
Do it in the balcony.
You won't. It doesn't smell like that. It's not obnoxious. It doesn't stain the walls with yellow fucking.
Well, that's just because it's natural smoke. It's not like it's like lighting a candle. Like you,
Not really.
yeah, but your
There's a
house
lot of
isn't gonna
shit. There's
smell like the fucking candle for the rest of your life. It'll smell like a cigarette forever. You know,
Yeah. So cigarettes have a bunch.
chemicals.
Yeah, a
Stain the
bunch
wa-
of
they
processes and
stain the
chemicals and gunpowder and all sorts of formaldehyde and shit.
Trans
Marijuana
people.
does have.
Thank you.
Yep.
Trans people and cigarettes.
Marijuana does have certain things done to it, but the majority is a lot cleaner, and it's not going to make your fire alarm go off. It's not going to make your house smell like shit. You have wood floors. It's not like you have carpet, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Worst case, too, just get like one of those pens. Because those are relatively scent free, aren't they?
You know, those pens like became like a bigger thing when I
The
was in high
pens?
school.
Pins are a
'Cause-
felony in Texas.
Are they really?
I had a buddy got into a car wreck. Cop searched his car, had a pin on him, got a felony.
Yeah, I
Or
mean, those pens became like real big when I was in high school, and you know, kids would bring them in and they just rip them in the back of the class because they're very secret,
Subtle.
Yeah, subtle.
Yeah.
yeah. Like you get that faint smell.
You got a
and
vape on you?
No, I do not.
You got a dip? You got a chewski?
USD organic.
Want to pause it?
No, because then it'll be over. Yeah, I used to have a vaporizer in my car
With flour or a dab pen?
with flour.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to fuck around with that other shit.
Yeah, that shit's it'll get you way fucked up, but
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then I didn't feel like it did anything. It's just kind of shitty, but yeah, I was just like smoking weed, good old bong rip, smoke a joint.
I do
shrooms
enjoy
here.
a little bong rip.
You don't do any of that, do you?
I did when I was younger. I had a point in my life where I don't like the altered mind state. Like I used to, you know, when I was in high school, drink, smoke, do all that. I dabble with very few like shrooms.
Methamphetamine.
Yeah, I do like hard drugs,
Heroin,
shoot up
yeah.
every day.
Only
But,
on weekends though.
I have a buddy that the first time he did anything, piece of shit, dude.
Get the fuck out.
The first time he did anything, he smoked meth out of his mom's. Found it in her mom's like dresser in high school.
I mean,
Meth?
I'm assuming
Like
his
the
mom's
first
buying
thing
good stuff. So
The first thing he ever did was meth.
You know, like when you get, you know, like you're younger and you're like, oh, I would never do that. And then next thing you know, you're ripping meth. You're like, yeah, fuck it. I'll probably not do. I probably won't do crocodile or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know when that
told me
point
sometime
is.
It's like the list of your nevers is a list of eventuallys.
That's deep.
I mean, I'd like to not do heroin. I think it's a pretty good
I want to
goal.
try heroin. I feel like it
There
would
was-
solve a lot of my problems.
There was actually a
'Cause I just wouldn't
doctor.
care about it.
Yeah.
Yes, Joe Rogan talks about him all the time.
Oh,
Who?
Some
Bro-
like Harvard
Bro
or
Jogan?
Stanford bro Jogan talks about this dude that does heroin and cocaine,
but he does it like,
in a smart manner,
yeah,
pure stuff,
Yeah.
measured doses, and he said it has very valid effects on things he's trying to accomplish.
He's
Going
like
back to
still a
my-
professor.
My tinfoil hat personality over here. I think that if they just kind of like the whole like war on drugs,
Yeah.
just regulate it. I mean,
Yeah, so we've
how
had
many
this
people are dying from like heroin?
shitty products.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
The fentanyl, dude.
You can-
Fentanyl is
Fentanyl
what's
yeah,
scary.
they'll make
bro.
money off of it, which I mean they'll fucking love. It's like people won't die as much, you know, if you have regulated
But
procedures.
there's money in all of that thing. There's
And the-
money in people overdosing.
The drug war,
Yeah.
you know, will go away. It's just
There's
like,
money in the drug war.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are
I
you
just-
talking about, man?
How do you like? I
There,
mean,
there are some discrepancies, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's like the libertarian mindset. Like, I'm not full libertarian, but I understand and agree. Like, I'm not no laws, no anything. No.
I don't believe in a full right, full left.
Yeah,
Like,
no. So my thing is, yes, I think all drugs should be legalized, but all drugs should be. If you
regulated.
want the cleanest, purest shit, you can get it from CVS.
Mhm.
You know, I want 80 proof cocaine, or I want 70 proof heroin, or I want this heroin fentanyl mix, whatever. And you know what you're getting. Not you're getting a fucking hot batch and you're fucking overdosing.
and it's
Then-
regulated too as a safe
Yeah.
dose.
as a safe dose. Hey, you weigh this much. It is this much per kilogram, per pound. You're blah blah blah. I mean, the same thing goes kind of same but different parallel. Whatever. My theory, what's it? His name, Gunny Shaw.
Mhm.
When we're getting back
That's
from
a P.
deployment, he said something like, "Oh, Marines, blah 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 blah." I was like, "Well, why can't we be treated like police officers? Police officers take an oath. They take their pistol, their rifle to their house. They're responsible for a squad car. We're just treated like we're never responsible, so we're never able to prove ourselves. We're never held to this standard that there's probably more police officer than there are Marines. Maybe the same amount. But you don't see them losing pistols, using their pistols for crimes, and getting found out about it very often. But how often would you think that would happen if we did that with Marines? But something about we're raised and our, oath to the United States of America compared to their oath to their, their badge or whatever it is. there's something missing because they get to take all their shit home, and then we're in the barracks fucking jumping off of balconies, overdosing on shit. Like, I'm not just talking about that one instance. That fucking happens Marine Corps wide, man.
I think it's just, I completely agree. Like, I wish I could, bring a rifle back to my room. I could just, be a responsible adult, be trusted.
Back in the day, there used to be rifle lockers in rooms.
But I think just the overall maturity level of the people that come in. Because, I mean, mostly it's 18 to 21-year-olds,
Well, cops have to be 21 years old in order to be armed. So if they're not, they usually get sent to a prison where they have, like, mace and billy club. Rifle, maybe. But, like...
And I feel like you're not, like, alone.
No.
Like, as a police officer, you know what I mean? So, like, you have somebody kind of, like, watch over you and vice versa. But, yeah, I don't know. It sucks, but I can understand it. Because it's this whole, like, room thing. Like, why I'm, a sergeant in the Marine Corps. I've been in for almost 6 years. Why am I getting my room inspected?
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, well, because the guy 3 doors down doesn't know how to wipe down a sink.
Yeah.
There's, like, pizza boxes here, and there's this and that.
Yeah.
It's just like, I hate that I have to do it, but I can kind of understand why. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so when
that one guy that's just toss his nods in the closet and then throw them away somehow in accident. It's like, well, you're a fucking retard.
Well, like, I think they should hit him where it hurts more. Like, I don't think you should hit people with NJPs as often. I think you should take their fucking money. Like, I think if you take people's money and you don't just like, oh, yeah, whatever, dude, I don't give a shit. I mean, granted, you're getting an AJP, you're losing money in the long run, or they're going to take that upfront money.
30, 30, 60, 60.
Yeah,
right?
whatever it is. But I think they should just be like, okay, well, we don't find you guilty. We do find you guilty or whatever. We're not going to restrict you, but we're going to take $2,000 from you. And people would just be like, oh.
I don't have that. I just...
Yeah.
I buy Domino's every night. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's just like, okay, well, you will get negative fucking paychecks. You will get $0 paychecks until, I'm sure that'd get abused, but I just think it's silly how you have police officers do this thing. Here's your gun and your badge, your pistol, your rifle, your squad car. It's not all at once, but that happens, right? And then it's, all right, here's a Marine. You better not lose your armory cards. You better not lose your SIF. You better not, no, this and that. You can't leave work until the rifle count's done. You can't, it's just like, if you want a personal pistol, you have to check it into the armory. It's just like, dude, fuck off, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
I can't keep a bow in my room without fear of getting, like, NJP'd and, like, shit taken away.
A bow?
It's,
Frowned
They
upon?
don't actually know.
Yeah.
yeah. If in theory I had a bow and it was in my room.
I don't have any guns here. When I was talking about the gun store was just because I wanted to check it out.
Yeah. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
I have a letter signed from the CG saying I can't have sticks in my room.
all my knife blades are less
Is that how
than
it
2
works
inches.
on base too?
I don't know. They tried to fucking scam me into telling them I had guns, which I don't. But they're like, my first house I moved into in the E3 neighborhood. They're like, so we do allow guns. You just need to let us know and register within 48 hours. So that is an interesting thing. But again, just let us know. I'm like, okay. They're like waiting. I was like, don't have guns. Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe in those.
Yeah,
guns are bad.
Those are fucking icky,
Evil.
All right. It's just disgusting, just like vaginas. Yeah, in order to have like a non-California compliant AR-15, I did research before it came out here. Apparently, like, the CG is supposed to sign off some fucking letter in order for you to have it, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I was talking to my old neighbor about how the guy that used to live in my house before me had a registered pistol. Like, he let PMO know. They're like, all right, fine. You can have that at your house. You did all the right things. Got into an argument with his wife. Doesn't beat her or anything. Just gets into an argument. It's loud. Cops get called. Cops see that address has a pistol. Roll up like fucking deep. First thing they do is give us the firearm. Okay, here's the fucking firearm. Nothing's happened. So much bullshit to get it back. He's just like, dude, just fucking keep it, destroy it. And they wound up just destroying his pistol because it was so much red tape to get it back. Yeah. No, I don't have any guns. Sorry.
Yeah, nothing illegal here. Officer.
Nothing illegal at all, dude.
We are good lads. We do legal things correctly.
Yeah. Illegally fart. You
Yep.
know.
Hey, can't jar that.
$10.
Yeah.
Right there.
Hey, I got a question. I have
Merch
a
store.
real legit question. So say I'm in my house.
Yes.
Say I own it. Say I'm renting, whatever the fuck. My windows are open and I walk by naked and someone sees me from outside my house walking around naked. Is that indecent exposure?
It is.
It is.
I actually have like looked into that because I had the same problem.
I don't have this problem. I'm just curious.
What, you don't like being naked in your own house?
You don't, you know.
I mean, I
energize your
do.
ass?
It does come into mine in my bedroom. There's like this long window. And I'm like changing. I was like, no one's fucking staring at my window 24/7 to see if my dick comes out.
I am.
Okay.
Thank you for the show.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Apparently, any exposure of yourself whatsoever is indecent exposure. It doesn't matter if you're on, because none of this is
I
actually.
almost don't believe that.
None of this is your private property here.
I do have
Okay.
rights here.
Question: are you talking about here, or is
I'm
like
talking about on base.
Okay, I'm
So-
not talking about on base. I'm talking about, so if you're a renter, that is your abode. That is your home.
Here,
People
right now?
don't have the right to
Not
come
here.
into your apartment just because you're fucking renting. You don't own this. No, you're basically the owner.
Even on base?
No.
I
Base
was
is,
about
a
to
little,
say, yeah.
not on base.
Oh yeah, I mean,
base is a
in the
little
real
different.
world.
Base is a little different. But yeah, because Lincoln Military, whatever the fuck garbage they're called now, they don't necessarily have the right. And if the command wants to search my house because it's a civilian entity, I do believe they need a permit. I think it was then Gunny Hoteling that told me that. Now First Sergeant, but
For Sergeant Gunny.
First Sergeant Gunny.
Hodling.
Hoodlum.
I
Hoodling?
will never be able to. I think one day he just went with it. Like
What?
hotel inn, because that's not how you say it.
What is it?
Apparent-
Hoodling?
I think it's hoteling.
I feel like we should know this. we worked with him.
First Sergeant Gunny, if you're watching.
Yeah.
No, it's
That'd be
spelled
What?
You
HOTA.
got to get on here.
Yeah.
I talked to him a little bit about it. I'd be curious.
Him and his duplicate. That'd be one hell of a.
Who's his duplicate?
Come on. Yeah, that's the one.
He's a little far away.
I know, but
That'd be
perfect
a
world,
sick
right?
Zoom
I think
call.
that would be too awkward. I don't know. I don't feel like I'd be loose enough for them.
Oh, really?
That's what
Yeah,
I
think-
strongly recommend the bourbon podcasts. You know,
Sandwich talks.
sandwich. Oh yeah, we were talking about having sandwich talks, but it's,
I was thinking about doing the unprofessional podcast where it's just like newspapers and plates of food and like old coffee. Just
You're
like,
like
oh, you want a
spilling-
piece of this sandwich?
you're like,
no,
spilling
dude.
pastrami.
I'm like,
on
oh,
yourself.
sorry. Oh, it's just like. Anyway, what were we saying? The unprofessional podcast.
No, but we were talking about having sandwich talks, and it's where we do local sandwich spots, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, so like the first.
So you're
five,
just trying to rip off Dave Portnoy?
Is that a thing already? It'd be like local beers.
He's
too.
the pizza
big
guy?
beer Yeah.
You trying to live?
No,
We're trying to make money.
What?
Trying to make money.
we're trying. Yeah.
I'm trying to make money too. I'm about $5,000 in debt because of this. Not in debt, just in the red.
Yeah,
That's my nut. I'd have to make $5,000.
dude, that's actually, you know, to get
But-
this all started, it's not a very low. It's a low
Now,
overhead.
let me just say this.
Is that the word?
This is half of that. And this is not only going to be used for
Yeah.
podcasts. This is just a useful tool to have as an adult.
Oh, most definitely. But I mean, sandwich talks would be cool.
I really want to fucking do it.
You should
We're gonna get one.
tobacco.
It's all the way in my car.
I mean, you're eating
I'm pretty sure me and
Healthy. You're on a
Mr.
pretty-
Isaiah
pretty
can
strict diet here.
manage for 2 minutes.
No.
I'm having a good time. This is actually
I like your
I
mic
was-
handling abilities. Every time I look over, you're just like,
I was a little not weirded out. I was a
Yeah,
little.
both of y'all said the same thing. I need to write something down. I was like,
script notes. Or,
No,
you
I-
don't.
I mean, I didn't know speaking into a microphone how well we'd be able to hold a conversation, but I'm actually having a very good time.
The only person I'd be worried about having on this, and I'd politely tell him go fuck off, would be Jen. Jen would be the one person where it's just like, so you have a charger? Yeah. Very cool.
I live in Alaska.
I love Jen. But
I'm a Chinese spy.
I'm Lance Corporal Gossip.
Yeah. Hi. I'm Lance Corporal Gossip. All right.
hey,
Moving on.
Men of few words.
Cool. Jen has words. They're just not intelligent.
They're not very easy to understand either sometimes.
Gossip is a man of few words.
I feel like he's got a lot going on up here.
He does.
He just doesn't.
He's very fiscally together.
Risky?
Fiscally?
Financially.
Financially. Yeah. Fiscal, financial. Kind
Is that the word?
Lucrative.
Non-lucrative.
Non-lucrative?
I think lucrative means you spend.
Good for success, like financial. It's
Oh.
good for, money.
Just kids, don't worry about them.
They gave me a hug when I came down.
They did?
He remembers me.
Yeah. The kids aren't dumb.
Sorry, I the gene pool.
You need to buy Wranglers.
No.
Going to Lukenball, Texas.
Yeah, no, he like ran up to me and was like, give me a big hug and showed me his fire truck, and I was like, hey, what's up, buddy?
I need you to get out of my house.
Leave right now.
Yeah, you very well.
Take your fucking mess with you.
We're going to Lukenball, Texas.
What is it? What's that? With Willie and the boys?
Willie and the boys.
There was something
Copyright
else.
infringement. Going on. $5,000
in debt? Make that 15 grand in debt.
Nah, they'll just strike my channel.
Never seen.
Oh, there's
Anyways, moving on.
Multiple fields I'm looking at right now, right? Because I really don't know what the fuck I want to do with my life.
Yeah, let's talk about
Besides
you,
put
dude.
your feet
Whatever,
on the
man.
table.
Yeah, your disgusting fucking feet.
Your
Your hobbit feet.
unprofessional
Yeah.
podcast.
It's free merch.
Who's buying your
Free
feet?
advertising.
Go on. Continue.
Unknown, not an unknown field, but a low sought after field that's actually a really good time would be turfing. So like a greenskeeper, right? Highly recommend looking into it because it's pretty awesome. And like you guys
Pass.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
Pass.
give a fuck.
Next career field.
Next career field would be acting or making money.
Hey, man. I mean, it's one
I
of
want
the...
to make money for a
Look,
living.
I feel dumb asking people or talking about a podcast, but like, if you want to do something, do it, and you never fucking know. You know, I'm not trying to be Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan started off with less than this.
Dude, Joe Rogan is an inspiration, man.
He gives hope to people that do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
He has done everything he has wanted to do to the major extreme, fully obsessed with it.
Is that hedonism?
I don't think it's hedonism. I think
Is
it's
or
humanism.
No, I'm pretty sure it's hedonism. It's like you do whatever the fuck you want to do, you know?
Well, that's a lot of like that's Satanism as well. Do as
Yeah.
thy will is their saying.
Yeah. That's a crazy way to live, man.
I think it's respectable.
It is.
It's selfish and
Okay. I'm talking about just like the people that have, I want to do this and just fucking do it. I'm not talking like I'm going to go punch his baby and just punch a baby.
Yeah, no.
But
Okay.
like career-wise, I feel like we're kind of on that topic.
so
Like going outside of the norm, like, oh, I have to go to college, get a degree, and do this.
Right.
It's like, no, like, regardless of the system, I applaud you for that.
Well, that's kind of I mean, granted, I have some financial stabilities from different people dying in my life to inherit their money, but
Thank you for your service.
yeah. But I have the ability to have some financial freedoms and have some money to spend on certain things. Joe Rogan fucking rolled the fucking dice, moved from Boston to Hollywood, got a job, whatever. He was just like a fucking CB fucking actor, just like celebrity, like very like D grade almost. Like who the fuck?
I'd venture to say that most big business and corporations are all just started on a whim.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude,
fucking
it's
goddamn Bezos.
I feel
Just
like
like
you just have to
Online
have,
bookstore,
yeah.
Amazon. And it's like everyone has Amazon.
Yeah,
now.
I think you just have to have that thing, Because I'm trying to figure out what it is for me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what it is for me, and I don't know what the part is. A part of me that is like I don't want to be laying on my deathbed and being like, if I die on my deathbed, I'd rather just get shot in the head.
You'll probably just get into a wreck or something.
That's fine.
Overdose.
Yeah.
Overdose
on cake or something.
Yeah, it's the worst ways to go. Just a quick heart attack. Anyway, just fall asleep in the closet with my dick in my hands.
Okay.
But,
On video.
What are we talking about?
sorry, I don't want to be. I don't. I don't want to be lying on my deathbed and like regret. So it's like, what can I do now to avert that?
I don't know, but I also wouldn't fucking pass up if they offer you this job. I would definitely stay in. There's nothing wrong with doing something for a while either.
Yeah.
For example, Marine Corps.
Hoorah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with, you're not going to be able to survive on the outside if you've done 6 years. It's like, no, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You really will. But having that experience, doing 6 years as an infantry Marine and then getting out, there's nothing wrong with that. Going this awesome job you're talking about, maybe you don't like it, but if it gives you financial ability or stability in order to fucking branch off from that and then go to another job that you like better, or
Figure out what you want to do. Get a hobby and really, like, there's this one dude, Mundustrial Maker, was a lawyer, quit, and just makes things with like CNC machines and like handiwork. And he's an artist, and he bought in Chicago, he bought an old abandoned building. He's remodeled it into his house. And there's another dude, was a pilot in the military, I think Air Force, something like that. Quit his job, didn't retire, just quit the military, did like 15 years. Yeah. He makes $10,000 fucking slab tables up in Oregon. That one. Blacktail Studios. Yep. Yeah. Like, so there's nothing wrong with like putting fucking money in a bag and fucking a few years later say, hey, I'm going to go use my GI Bill, see what school's about.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm so young too. I don't give a.
You're pretty old.
You're quite young.
I don't give a fuck about throwing around 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Like maybe I will later. That? I'm gonna re-list, but I don't give a fuck about throwing around 4 years if if that means getting money to pursue other things.
Yeah.
But now's the time to get out too, because
there's such good job stability out in the civilian world.
Money is great.
But
housing market,
a lot of the guys have been telling me is that they will hire vets, because vets are, I say this relatively, you're not like the problem that they're having right now.
Get a little of this guy.
Yeah.
The problem that they're having right now is these kids,
fucking kids, dude,
are not fucking coming into work. Because they're scared of COVID and everything else. They don't want to come into work. They figured out ways to finagle the system. They want some fucking Joe Schmo that's like a sucker that will come into work. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't want to get too political. I mean, I don't know if you want to, but just like I also feel like that is kind of on the government with the whole COVID, like what they do, like they boosted $600 extra on unemployment. Like there's a substantial amount of people that are making more off unemployment than they did actually working a job.
Stop being ridiculous.
Just like I haven't kept up with that. I don't know what the bonus edition is right now.
Well, now it's like
what are we talking about? Going into the military or just unemployment?
No, it's a good time to like. It's a good time as a veteran. It's a good time as a veteran to like be searching for a job, because I mean we'll suck up some stupid shit. Like it doesn't have to be your fucking dream
Drink
career.
it down.
Yeah, janitor.
Yeah.
I was a janitor for the last
If
4
a
years.
janitor paid $80,000, $90,000, I'll be a fucking janitor too.
Yeah.
But
I think I'll enjoy being a paramedic. And if I don't, I'll just stop being a paramedic.
I've heard it's pretty
gnarly.
Kind of shitty.
Dude,
little gnarly.
Our buddy fucking
Canyon.
Canyon. Dude, that man has a work schedule, man. Like he's getting fucked low key.
What are you talking about? You've given me no context. I'm
sorry.
assuming he's a paramedic now.
Yes, he's a paramedic.
Okay.
Went to
Once Marine, all Marine. How dare you?
Okay, Air Force Reserves now. He also works as a EMT in like the LA area.
Okay.
So he gets, I think, 3 days off a month between the reserves and his EMT like work.
And that's rough,
he's
man.
in the reserves and working a job.
Yeah, but I'm
So
like,
he has to probably schedule his off time doing reserve shit very carefully.
one weekend. You know what I
Without-
mean? Oh, that's real cool. It's tight.
What?
Check your phone.
Oh, that fucking
Throw it on the
kids.
ground. Throw it on the ground.
I'm not gonna do that.
Do the thing, yeah.
Do the thing.
Either right.
There I was. Yeah, dude, the guys I talked to at the ER, they were chilling, bro. Fucking, so I don't know. I think that guy has chosen a harder way to live. And
Very well could be. He's kind
Yeah.
of a Looney Tune. But
yeah. From what I've heard is like you work like 3 days, full 72 hours as an EMT paramedic, and then you have like 2-3 weeks off or whatever the fuck. This guy's
Weeks.
working in LA.
yeah.
There's no shortage of emergencies to go to.
Yeah.
So the guys I was talking to worked as paramedics behind a gate where you needed a federal ID to get through. So
That would make sense.
yeah, that's what
I
I would
was
look
like 2 to
for.
3 weeks off. I don't know how you're.
I would say like 2 weeks off, 3 days straight, 2 weeks off, 72 hours. That's like a fucking full week of work. 40 hour. No, that's like, that's 2 weeks of work. 40-hour weeks, right? That's full time.
I heard people, same guy, because he works a lot. He wanted to be a firefighter. Who knows? I don't know if they're structural like city firefighters or wildland, but they do like a week just straight work, get 2 weeks off, and like fly back to Idaho wherever they live,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
and just come out here to like work because the pay's so much better.
As an EMT, I don't know how you do that because aren't you pretty much getting negative returns after day 2?
What do you mean negative
8%
returns?
inflation.
What?
Negative returns based on like your body, like you're fucking tired. Even if you're sleeping,
You are, well,
even if you're sleeping at the house, you're always like in that heightened state of like, like
I don't know. That's what, I mean, I don't want to fucking,
I'm also talking
I
about
want to check it
something
out.
I
I
know
don't know.
nothing
I
about.
feel there's like challenges in, like, I'm not going to, I think my medicine days are pretty much done in the Navy. I'm not going on this next deployment unless I'm forced to go on another deployment, and it's not going to be combat. Like I've done.
You're going on a muse zone.
If it was, would you?
It's combat now.
It's a hard question. Maybe it'll be my last. It'll be my last, absolute last one, and then you die on those. So
That's kind of where I'm at. If like things
if it was World War III,
don't work out, I'm definitely stay like in the reserve, like the inactive.
Yeah.
So like can't get a job, civilian world kind of sucks. I'm just like deployment.
yeah.
That's the best part.
Yeah,
Like,
if it
fuck the
was
garrison life.
if it was Taiwan kicked off while Ukraine and we're in full blown fucking World War III, let's fucking go, dude. Let's send it. But I think that's kind of shown not to be the case.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
do you have Zins or anything?
Yeah, my car. I'm gonna go check on the wife and see how we're looking. Get some Zen.
Oh yeah.
You should quit.
Mr.
tobacco.
Weich, thank you for coming to my podcast.
What sandwiches are we having today?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sandwich Talks.
This is a nice Reuben from down the street.
No, I'm actually having a lot of fun on this.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be on a podcast. My life's just kind of done like a 180. So the tech side from flip phone to being on like.
Now I'm a celebrity, so I mean,
Yeah.
when
Hey.
people see me on the street, they better thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Can I get your autograph?
Huh?
Can I get your autograph
No, you can have one of my farts though.
for free? Does it come with bath water?
Frat.
Can I get a foot pick?
Friends and family discount.
What's that? 10%? 15?
It's $5, but I throw in an extra fart into the jar.
Oh, double your twofer? It's
Yeah,
2 for
it's
1.
a twofer, so
It's a good
it's a
deal.
pretty good deal.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You should start selling underwear too.
I have enough underwear that I could send out a pair once a week.
Stupid thing. In real talk though, like that shit's expensive. I just bought,
Underwear?
Yeah, I bought new boxers. Like 5 of them, like $20.
Do you
what
wear
kind of fucking monopoly?
Well, do you wear
Hanes have?
Do you wear Oh, you just wear Hanes?
I think, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I wear like Anarchy Republic and
I go to Walmart and buy the.
that's the best way to do it.
boxers.
Yeah, that is the best way to do it.
How are those $80 shorts treating you? Pretty good.
Yeah, they are. They are really nice. Me Undies.
Me undies.
No, if you look into Me Undies, I don't know. Joe Rogan shouts them out a lot, so that's how I know about them. But Me Undies are like super comfortable.
I prefer thongs actually,
Yeah.
like bright pink thongs.
Honestly, if I could, I would free ball it.
I 100% agree with you.
I like free balling in jeans.
It's a one thing I don't know about. I've done it in
free ball,
shorts a
though.
lot. Love it.
So do I.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
I don't
the
do it.
denim
I
is
will.
like-
I will never go out free balling.
Oh, I have.
That's. I don't. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna free ball. Like, I don't wake up and choose like, I'm gonna free ball.
Today's gonna be a free kind of day.
Yeah, I know. But like, like you're low on laundry and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna wear shorts around the house without underwear.
I think it's the standard. It's like I'm sitting around today. Like,
Let the boys breathe.
yeah, it's like the no shirt, like
Mhm.
maybe shorts.
Yeah,
Like hanging out, just living life, living your best life.
that's fair.
I don't know how we got to underwear. It's a really interesting conversation.
What kind of underwear do you like? Boxers?
Yeah. Or silkies. I truly love silkies.
I
like
do.
working in
I
it.
do love silkies.
You can't run them though. I chafe awfully.
Really?
Yeah, no, can't do it.
You know what I can run really well in?
There's like compression shorts.
No. Marine Corps issued. Marine Corps issued.
Hoorah, brother.
December 5th.
Do or die.
Marine Corps issued running shorts. None of that new shit with like the USMC on the side. You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't seen those actually.
They're
I know
hella-
they changed
That's
them
what they wear in boot camp now.
like the fancy shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they don't have pockets, do they?
They do.
Oh, they do. Okay, that's kind of a game changer.
No, you can get your skivvy shorts with pockets.
I might have to invest in a few pairs of those.
They're worth it.
Honestly, yeah. 'Cause, like, that was my one flaw. It's like I like the skin, like the scandalous bit of thigh it shows off.
They're 5-inch shorts. They're nice. They're all the rage now.
Yeah, they're definitely
So,
in style.
You know.
It's okay. I have meth
Thank
in the
you.
truck if you want it. On this federal base.
Federal base.
Yeah.
You know, we can just
Good
spark
for
up
you.
some cigarettes right here.
I can't see that, if I'm being honest with you.
water. You ever had seltzer water?
No, I don't think so.
You like seltzer water?
I've had like was it LaCroix? I think it's okay.
I like seltzer waters are
For
good.
coffee and water.
I don't have coffee.
That is water.
What?
I mean,
That's
okay,
water.
sorry. I'm
think he said
health
he-
conscious.
That's all.
Thank you very much.
This is not unhealthy.
It's good. It's
I mean,
Organic seltzer water.
oh, he likes organic now. That's
no
interesting.
seed oils.
Never said I
No
didn't
trans
like organic.
people.
I said organic is kind of a sham, though.
Yeah,
Absolutely no trans people in there.
yeah. No trans people.
What are trans fats?
honestly the big thing? I've been doing a lot of research on this lately too. Is like the pesticides.
The pesticides are trans fats?
Trans people, pesticides. It's like a lot of countries also ban pesticides, and obviously there's not a lot of studies. What I have seen online,
You think
I
the
can't-
correlation between transgender people is pesticides we consume? Are you being serious?
What time is it?
I don't know.
It's beer 30.
It's not beer.
you crack me up.
Thank you. Continue.
It's not a beer.
No,
Was that what the connection you're trying to make, or no?
I buy organic because of the fact they monitor like the trans fat
Uh-huh.
and the pesticide usage. For me, those are the two big things. Because the studies I've seen, I think there's a correlation between all like the sensitivities. I can't think like what is it? The gluten intolerance. What's it called? Celiac disease, and all like the peanut allergy and all of this
Yeah.
and that. And like they think it's because
Insecticides.
yes, they start breaking down like your intestine,
Uh-huh.
and then that results in like a peanut
Yeah,
intolerance.
I could believe that.
Yeah. So I mean, I think organic, while expensive, is worth it. Just because
I do
am
think it
health-conscious,
is.
I will spend the extra money.
Yeah, I will
Got on my way to
too.
eat
I do
healthier.
think it is. It does depend on the thing. Now, I'm more likely to get organic chicken over organic beef because I feel like beef just in general is fucked with less than a chicken is.
Mm-hmm.
Chickens are little fucking hormone freaks running around.
Cracked up chicken.
Yeah, we want them bigger. And it's like they're not supposed to be that big. Bigger. You know, cows are pretty
The
fucking.
apples you get, they're the size of your face.
Yeah.
Like that's suspicious.
I think the only reason organic is bullshit is because it costs $25,000 to get your certificate and whatever. And when I went to high school up in Utah, we had to pay like I think it was $25,000 to get eco green certified. It's like, whoa. You think they would just come in and say, yeah, you're good. But it's no, yeah, you're good, and you need to pay us this money.
Yeah, it's a scam. Most of the government is.
I did have one thing. L.A. Scientists in the San Bernardino Valley just released
Garbage.
Fake
news.
Bogus
studies.
Biologically
Garbage.
No. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's
Stop taking your sweet time with it and get it out of your mouth.
I can't think of the freaking word.
Garbage.
Genetically engineered mosquitoes. Male genetically engineered mosquitoes.
I think that's been done before.
Yeah,
they're oh really?
Yeah.
Like with electronics in them?
You can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think that's real, man.
It's real.
No.
Are you talking like they stick a little microchip in this mosquito and let it go away?
They're releasing them,
or they're
the
born
wild
with machines inside of them.
It's like Terminator, but with mosquitoes. You know.
Oh, just like that chicken that survived with his head cut off for a month.
Mike the Headless Chicken is a real thing.
Yeah, it's a real thing, but you didn't give context to how it survived. You're just saying,
he walked around.
Someone took a fucking no. They didn't walk around. They brought him through a feeding tube in a fucking science lab.
No,
it was on a farm.
They would bring him to the farm. They would feed him through a feeding tube, but they had him on a farm and brought him to like circus sideshows and be like, Mike the Headless Chicken.
Yeah, they missed the like.
I ain't a fucking liar.
They missed at the very stem of the brain, so like it didn't have like a personality or like thoughts really.
Yeah, but like, chickens' personalities are always so valuable. You
they have a lot to bring to the society.
Only eat nice chickens.
What if like animals like actually did have like extremely?
Yeah, they do.
You're
telling me
my family's chickens,
orcas and dolphins.
They had personality, but who gives a shit? Just kill the chicken and eat it.
Yeah, dogs have personalities. Cats have personalities.
Do you believe we're in a simulation?
No.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I don't.
Sorry, you guys are the conspiracy theorists.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all.
Pigeons aren't real.
Well, yeah, birds are drones, so.
Birds are drones.
But I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
You think that's just how the way the world works?
What?
Not conspiracy theorists. Do you guys think that there is a nefarious plan, or that this is just how the fucking world works?
Are you talking like higher powers?
No. Do you guys think that there is a nefarious, diabolical, very well thought out plan?
No.
Or is that just how the world works and people are fucking retards?
I think there's multiple entities trying to carry out a nefarious plan. I don't think they're successful all of the time, and I don't think they're on the same page in fucking clicking all together, because people are human, and for the most part, about 50-50, fucking dumb and smart. You got fucking smart guy over there, dumb shit Lance Corporal, smart guy over there. Hey, that guy's pretty squared away. Dumb fucking retard. No. And they all work. They all have jobs. You have fucking super squared away, fucking high grade CIA agent, and then you have some fucking lady that got a keyboard job and has fucking ultra high security clearance. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's also like everyone is inherently the same person.
There's error.
We all live out our lives generally the same way.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about becoming a CEO and wanting to control everything. I don't know why. I would assume it's boredom. If you've had I eat steak almost every day, right?
Yeah.
Getting bored of steak. Well, that's crazy. I would never get bored of steak. Well, if you fucking Dan Bilzerian driving Lamborghinis and private jets and fucking awesome islands and yachts and shit all the fucking time, you're bored. And if you're an ultra billionaire, he's not, that dude isn't even a billionaire. If you're a billionaire, you get bored and what are the game rules of the game? I want to bend them. I want to own shit. I want to fucking create cultures and move societies and fucking.
I was just having like a weird kind of conversation about this. Just like, you need that contrast in life. You know, everyone always talks about like, oh, like life sucks. It's shitty. It's like, well, if you didn't have that shitty thing to like bring like the cool shit into perspective,
Yeah.
like it'd just be all worthless. You know, you just get sick of all this awesome things you're doing, or
Yeah.
all this, you know, fun you're having. It's like, oh, it's just fucking normal life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
I think actors have that from acting. I think they get all these millions and billions, not billions, but just millions and millions of dollars. But when they're actually acting and doing something physical and hard, it is difficult. And I think they do get some sort of balance from that. Also, I think they're crazy and they believe they're fucking Navy SEALs. But I think actors, dude, if you've done plays and shit, right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine memorizing a script. I would imagine that to be actually difficult.
It's weirdly,
Like
it's weirdly the
singer-songwriters.
same thing as what you just said to me, and I'm just like, remember that. Like, you know how you remember conversations, or you're like, you can remember a conversation fairly well. You don't,
Movie quotes?
like, yeah. It's like, oh, you remember when freaking Blake was talking to me earlier, and like whatever you said, you know.
Nailing it, dude.
Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
whatever you said.
So like, yeah. Like, I remember our conversation about how we talked about seed oils, or how we talked about, you know, me selling my farts. It's like that, except you just read it out. And then, like, you read it with the person or another person that's having that conversation, and then you just remember the conversation. You don't remember the words, you just remember the conversation. Continue.
Anyway, I don't know. I think you need struggle. I don't know.
Yes,
I
100%.
don't think you necessarily need something shitty. I think you need struggle.
I just think contrast.
Yeah.
If it's you're doing a lot of easy things, you need struggle. If you're
Yeah.
having a lot of fun, you need some shitty times. If you
I
have
don't know about shitty. Just not.
The real question
I
is,
would say
Yeah.
not fun.
Yeah.
Waiting on a plane to China, to go to China.
but
Just
when do I
fuck
stop
China.
getting fucked in the ass and enjoy the good times? Because it's all just fucking in the ass right
Hey,
now.
man, some people, that's their life.
it's unfortunate.
Yeah. I think we're given struggles based on how well we can handle them.
I don't believe so. I think it's a random algorithm.
Or not like given them, but like we
Simulation.
understand.
No.
Like, I think so we were talking
This is
about
cause and effect, right? You decide to murder me and White right now, you're going to have an issue.
created a struggle. I think that we
Yeah.
create our own struggles. Like, some people would say that I'm addicted to stress. You know, if you've ever looked into that, I like being put in stressful situations. I fucking hate it at the same time, but I also
Yeah.
like
You're glad when it's over.
I'm glad when it's over, and I also enjoy the like fucking monotony because it makes you feel like you're alive. You know,
Yeah.
like you're like, oh gosh, this again. But it's like something that's going on.
Yeah.
It's not.
I'm listening.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
Keep fucking talking.
You're enjoying that like constant just fucking. Does that make sense though? Like people
I'm
like
not gonna
doing
lie,
that.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
I like
saying
like
that-
being put in hard
Yes,
scenarios.
I think
I like having to do
I
shit that
think
makes me
most
fucking
Marines,
think.
especially infantry Marines, you go, what was that person's mindset? Oh, I want to join the hardest branch,
Yeah.
notorious hardest branch, Marine Corps. Oh, what do you want to do? I want to be a war fighter. I'm not kids crying downstairs. I want to be a war fighter. I want to be infantryman. Oh, well, this job promotes faster. This job's easier. Nope.
It's like I don't give a fuck.
I want that thing. And so, yeah, I think that's common for Marine infantrymen to do is, yes, I thrive in adversity. I thrive in struggle. That's, believe what the crucible is. Isn't that a scientific term of boiling the cream to the top, the precious metal to the top?
Cream corn.
Cream core.
I don't know. You lost me on that one.
Crucible is a scientific term.
Thank you.
Basically, boiling boiling the impurities out of something.
Interesting.
So we go on the crucible.
It was pretty easy. So
Yeah, it wasn't that hard.
no, it was a joke.
Did you keep up with your drill instructor for the hike?
Yeah, I never fell out a hike. Actually, no.
I didn't fall out. My drill
single
instructor was
hike.
like 6'3", and there's like 3 people that kept up with him on the last fucking hill.
Same.
There's a
Yeah,
single hike
yeah.
I've ever fallen out of. Is at Bridgeport. Shout out to Bridgeport. That fucking
hate Bridgeport.
goddamn
What happened,
shithole.
Lost your man guard?
No. I was carrying the fucking sled loaded up with all the guns and just started like.
Can't hear the bubbles. Is that what you're
I
trying
can't
to
hear
do?
you. Yeah,
Can't hear
bring
you.
it closer.
No.
Like,
Just
point
pour it
down.
on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I started like hyperventilating. I don't know why, and just
Yeah.
had to sit down for like a minute. And
High altitude, brother.
then my gunny came over and just like, grow up. I'm like, oh, I'm good. It's
Grow
good.
up? He said that?
Not really. You just should like, yeah,
Shout out to Gunnar Holton.
yeah.
Who's
He
that
said
guy?
some shit, called me a sad panda. And I
He was our
like,
platoon
Is he a
sergeant.
good guy?
Yeah, he was what.
He's
He's like one of those gunnies that the Marine Corps, like like Gunny Tate.
Yeah.
He's like one of those gunnies that like the Marine Corps has to pay like the Mafia Don respect to. You know, like he's a gunner now.
and he was an incredibly smart man. I don't know if he was Hobbsing us or just bullshitting us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's a term now apparently. No,
Yeah,
but he would.
I think I contributed to that term.
He would just make me feel like a piece of shit, and then he like one good comment like once a month, and you're like, oh, he loves me.
But no, what I mean is like, we were on ship and he had dad talks. So
Yeah.
he'd devote 1 hour time to us.
That's pretty cool.
So he'd be like, sit in the berthing. He'd be like, what do you want to talk about? And then someone's Cobra raises his hand. He's like, Gunny, what do you think about vaccines? He's like, okay. And he just talked for an hour straight.
That's sick, dude.
Uninterrupted, just spewed brain
Fucking
thoughts on
smart.
us. It's just like,
I will never know until the day I die whether he's just absolutely very good at just complete
Bullshitting,
bullshit
yeah.
talk, or
lot of it
wicked
sounded
fucking
good, though.
smart. But like everything that man says, you'd be like, there's no way I can argue against that because
Yeah.
you're just smarter than I am.
it's like 80% solution. Like,
Apparently there was some...
That's how you become a gunner, though.
he did become a gunner?
Yeah, he's a gunner now for a 1-7.
Gunners?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Of course it's 1-7. Gunners kind of annoy me.
Sure,
A little bit. I think that they are hot shit. Like, they know their job. You know what I mean?
Dude,
They're very,
I can't
good
even-
I
asset.
think they make shit up every fucking time they get promoted to gunner, dude.
I do agree. I highly agree with that. I mean, but who can contest it? You know,
Yeah,
like
he's,
what
he's-
do you
First
guys?
Sergeant Gunny.
Oh, yeah, like
on 206.
yeah,
Remember
he
that?
should be 100% a gunner.
what happened?
First Sergeant Gunny on 206. Remember that? It was just
First
like,
sergeant what?
First Sergeant Gunny
Oh, okay.
on 206. It was he was talking like, oh yeah, the degrees of this in the bullets.
It's
of
like-
that and
it's
shit.
like,
Well,
yeah,
he's gonna
you
be a
are
gunner.
right.
Now that the tattoo policy has changed,
It's like
he is gonna go from first sergeant to gunner.
it's like yeah, you're right, but like, who the fuck can fact check you? Like,
Yeah.
I'll be like, well, yeah,
I think
you're right, but you could also be very wrong.
Our new gunner, he's not new anymore, but guns on the ground. What? Guns on the ground. Where you going? What are you doing? You know you can just move the mic.
No, you have to go
Directly
outside.
to your left. Put that microphone on the wall so we can hear him piss. There you go. Perfect.
Nailed it.
Should get it pretty good.
What are we at time wise?
Probably going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. Let me see.
This is almost 3 hours. It's pretty good.
I would say almost 2 hours.
No, we started. It's like 3:45. Yeah, most of your prior podcasts were like 2 hours. I was stalking you.
2:18.
Oh damn. Actually, not bad.
No, not bad. Not too much longer. I'm getting hungry.
Oh yeah, same.
I need nicotine.
I got chicken and taters waiting in the truck.
What kind of chicken and taters do you wait in the truck?
It's unseasoned chicken and sweet potatoes.
How are you going to cook it?
I'm just gonna cover it in sriracha and then shovel it in my mouth really quick so I don't really taste
It's
it.
unseasoned cooked chicken. So you got baked chicken from the Baked Chicken Little Island?
What?
What?
What chicken island?
You never go into the grocery store and they have the baked chickens in the little container on the little kind of island?
Okay, those delicious.
Yeah.
I'm talking about government issued chicken I got from
The
mess
chow hall?
Yes.
Oh, the mess hall.
Yeah.
I eat.
Shout
did I
out
tell
Martini
you?
Hall. 0.4 stars out of 10.
Is it really?
I mean, probably. The Google reviews are not that good.
Yeah, I would imagine not.
I heard you pissing, by the way.
Yeah, through the microphone.
Yeah.
No
You're
way.
disgusting. Yes, you did.
We put the microphone on the wall.
Sound travels faster than through, solids.
It's
It
true.
goes. And farther.
Impressive.
You're
We heard you jerking off too.
The porta jerker.
I've spoken my piece on that.
Come on.
That girl's gonna. He's gonna find this podcast when it blows up.
Young
and she's
ladies, if you're
That's,
listening.
that's the one. That
That's
man.
him. Burn him.
One.
You're never gonna run for office.
That's
you're
the
fucked.
order jerker. You don't know. You don't
You
know
don't
me.
know shit, woman.
The wet Crocs.
As Deadpool says, my masturbating shoes.
I'm
It's gonna
I'm very
feel
proud.
so big in this hand tonight.
I love that movie. I actually have spurs on my Crocs now. My camouflage Crocs.
You what?
I bought spurs on my
You
Crocs.
can get a
What is it?
rucksack for
They-
your Crocs.
It's a little like
a
a
rucksack. What does that even mean?
I mean,
A
you could fit a
balls.
dime bag in there, but it's a mini pack.
shout out to Crocs who sponsor me.
Yeah, whatever.
They have winter boots, right?
Yeah, they
They have high heels.
They have gone from just fucking rubber slippers to like
A whole
actual
marketing
footwear.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have I said high heels, I think already. They have like tactical ones. There's a little pouch. The whole thing's Molly. You have a pouch on your front or like on the back strap.
Yeah.
There's
Fit
little
like a dime
accessories. Yeah, you have like spoilers you can clip on the back. Like car spoilers, little nut sacks, like truck nuts on the back.
Really?
Yeah. I opted for the spurs though. So a little 3D printed like thing you just clip on the back of it.
Yeah.
And it jingles when you walk. It's awesome.
That's cool. I have
I do it solely for like the
obnoxiousness.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this guy's
So you can sound like
Camouflage Crocs.
Mandalorian.
who's that?
All right. Never mind.
What's Disney what? Never heard of it.
Never. John Favreau. Pff, never heard of him. No, I stick with my Crocs. I actually like the Crocs I have. I never wear them in public though. The ones that Mason had.
Oh, battle tested.
Yeah, they're not bad.
No, Crocs are starting to make a comeback.
This is hard for me. I refuse to wear like something that's
Striped.
lame. I love what I'm wearing. I like this. It's one of my favorite
It
things.
is a nice Easter sweater.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It's Easter, right?
Place you don't wear.
I
Right?
mean,
Lame
it's
clothing.
colorful, and yes, I am wearing it because of its colors for
You look
Easter.
like a fucking Easter egg right
You
now.
look like a fucking bitch. You guys want to put together some furniture after this? Or?
I gotta
I
go
got
do
things.
things.
I got a thing.
Look at the time.
That.
But yeah, no.
We're stroking things now.
You do whatever you want, man. My first couple ones, I didn't wear like long sleeves, and I just like kept fucking with my arms and like my shit. So I had, as a trick, I make sure I like wear long sleeves during these.
We were actually about to come here naked.
That's
but,
fine.
I was gonna bring a giant.
It's
peep.
all content, brother.
Yeah, just banana hammock. That's it.
It's all content.
We had them on and everything, but
I can't speak for those chairs and their cleanliness. They are from Facebook Marketplace.
Thank you.
I'm leaving.
Those are like $300 chairs I got for $80 each.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in the
This is
Pendleton
some,
resale?
some nice leather.
It's pleather.
Yours is leather. Oh,
It's faux.
Pleasure?
What the fuck is this?
Pleasure?
Pleather.
Pleasure. It's pleasure.
All right.
These are very pleasureful chairs.
Pleasure.
Faux leather.
Very.
Are those comfortable?
Yeah.
I like the rockability of this one.
I don't think
I've been
it's-
doing it for
I don't
about.
think it's supposed to rock.
I
but
think
that's
anything's
I made it
rockable
rock.
if you hit it
Yeah.
hard enough.
fine. Yeah.
I've been rocking for about 2 hours 20 minutes now. it's doing me well. I don't know.
It's going good, man. I am having a very good time.
We'll go to
actually.
3,
I'm
if
good
we
with that.
can.
Yeah.
unless I hear screams coming from downstairs.
What if I start screaming?
That's fine, dude. It's all content.
Go to 4.
No, 4 is too long. Joe Rogan's done some like 4 or 5 hours. It's
Yeah.
just like, bro, I'm I don't make through most of his podcast.
I'm not gonna lie. I listen to him every single night, probably for the past 8 months.
Depends on who the person is.
I don't care anymore. I will listen to anything. I
started
and whatever.
Bill Maher, and then Tyson came on, and I'm like, all right, finally done with Bill Maher. And then I did a little bit of Tyson.
I can't listen to the Tyson ones.
What?
I can't listen.
You just said you listen to them all. You fuck.
I do.
So
it's hard
on the internet.
It's hard to, dude. Please tell me that it's not hard to listen to the.
Tyson says interesting shit that I wouldn't expect him to know.
Yeah, I know, but all you're listening to is everybody sees. Please don't kill me, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he's really worried about this.
You're
but you know what I'm talking about? Like
pulling big numbers in our.
it's like Joey Diaz. I love Joey Diaz. Like Joey Diaz is a fucking man. His stories are fucking A1.
What are you about to say?
But Joey Diaz is also hard to listen to sometimes.
Why? So Bill Maher.
Sorry, I smoke cigarettes every 3 days.
Bill Maher, okay.
Every 3 days?
Like, look,
Every
listen.
30
If
seconds.
you're gonna tell me that you're gonna stop, because that's not the facts.
Yeah,
And
some of
he
those
also
guys
has
are
a
hard to listen to. Yeah,
He had some breath noises that were bothering me at first, but do you know who Kyle Dunnigan is? The guy that makes fun of like everyone with face swap, and he does Bill Maher perfectly. He does Bill Maher gets gangbanged. Look, listen, if you're gonna stick a cock into me, it better be black, okay? And I just can't get I can't get that cadence of that comedian nailing it so perfectly out of my head when Bill Maher's talking. Plus, he's kind of a douchebag. But so yeah, I started Bill Maher, and then I started Tyson, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna listen to music while I drive for a minute, and then. Who's the newest dude that just came? His buddy. And
Save
he's
Our Parks?
what?
Does that Save Our Parks?
No, it was fuck, what is his name, dude?
I think it was
Duncan Trussell.
I love Duncan Trussell.
And I'm like, dude, I'm stoked for this one. And it just goes in circles like that, where it's like, oh, this scientist, this whatever, dude. And I'll put one on and be like, oh, this is super interesting. And then like Save Our Parks comes on, and I'm just like, fuck this episode, and just listen to that for 4 fucking hours.
I don't really listen to the I do, but I don't really pursue the ones where it's like we have this fighter on.
Yeah, the MMAs I don't listen to too much.
Yeah,
the MMA podcasts.
I mean, those ones will be the ones that like come
and then
on, like,
if
as it
it's
drifts
COVID,
off.
I really don't listen to it because
Yeah,
I just don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, same.
Dude,
almost
whatever,
forgot
dude, it could
COVID
be
existed.
destroying the fucking world. We could be down to the 1%. I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I can't. I'd prefer not to even talk about COVID.
Yeah. No, but the people that come on,
Well, yeah, this
They
is
have-
my take on COVID.
well,
man.
they're scientists and like, we're
Who
like,
gives
well,
a fuck?
Omicron, we're like almost done with this shit, right? And I'm like, well, actually not. We're gonna have an update. It's just like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Fuck you, dude.
You're just trying to sell a book. Fucking get an anchor job on CNN.
Everyone's trying to leave their mark on history with the COVID, and it's like, yeah, I was there in the beginning, man. It's like I was working hard on it. Like, no one fucking cares, dude. The only reason I remembered COVID was a thing. Everyone's like, oh, communist California with COVID. Besides LA, dude, California was pretty chillax about masks. I personally, I wore a mask like twice. The hardest restrictions were on base going into the fucking PX. You good?
Fucking PX. Yeah, I'm working on some shit, dude.
No, but like everywhere else, like no one really gives a fuck, dude.
Yeah, Orange County.
San Clemente, Orange
Yeah,
County.
honestly, shout out to Orange County. They're
Yeah, the
fucking-
sheriff that was just like, we're not gonna enforce
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
LA is this big cuckville.
Yeah, dude.
San
Fuck
Fran.
LA, and like I saw people wearing masks. Where were we? I picked up Isaiah from fucking
The airport.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Dude, people are wearing masks around there. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Outside, like, get a fucking life, bro. You're a
How is
fucking
it in the
pussy.
airport? Still,
Federally, you
Yeah.
have to. It's like all airports, you have to have a mask.
I thought
Yeah.
that they took that away. For
Nope.
some reason, I could have
Well,
sworn they took that away.
federally on base, you don't have to wear a mask, but federally on a plane, you have to wear a mask.
Which doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any
Dumbest shit
sense.
ever.
Maybe
I don't.
even
I
wanna
will
talk
never.
about it.
Yeah, let's just not. I fucking
Fuck
hate talking
COVID.
about COVID.
COVID's a myth.
Dude,
I'm
a
scientist.
sniper. Did I tell you about that? We were in battalion formation. They said something about COVID. I was like, COVID's not real. And a sniper turned around. He's just like, COVID is real. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, it's a fucking joke.
Was he joking? Did you
No.
Did you get pranked? Is this him? Where are the cameras?
Yeah, no. He just like looked at me dead serious. It's like it's not, but COVID is real.
Okay. I guess we're talking about it. The military.
Really quick side note: this chair's getting really warm. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Why?
I don't-
You're a
it's-
hot guy though. You want to
I
switch
am.
chairs?
No, I'm just sweating.
I
a little
think
bit.
I demand it.
No, you don't want my warm chair. I'm not moving.
It's all content, dude.
I'm not moving.
Hey, I want that chair.
I'm not moving. You're gonna. You're gonna.
I insist.
You're gonna stand. Have fun standing. It's all content.
Cool, man. Can I have that chair now?
Yeah, here you go.
No, I don't want that.
Here.
So anyway, am I even in frame?
Here, just
I'm just giving you. You asked what the chairs were. I'm giving you my honest, wholehearted opinion.
Didn't want your honest opinion. I wanted your chair.
Well, here's my chair. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace. It's $300.
This is from IKEA.
I bought it from IKEA. It was $300.
It is.
You're actually breaking all of my stuff right now. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do
all
that.
right. Two questions. Right.
Shut
One.
the fuck up, Glenn.
What is your guys' thoughts on IKEA with furnishing my apartment? Because I'm gonna do a side
Yes.
IKEA
Go for it.
/ OfferUp / Facebook Marketplace.
You mean like a human?
Do you know how much this affects me? Not at all.
All right. Next question.
Yeah, well, usually conversations of other people's lives don't affect you unless you're personally invested and helping them physically. But
I'm not helping you put your furniture together, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Also, IKEA is made for small Swedish people that have small houses.
that's not true.
Next question.
You're a small
That's not true at all.
It is.
No, it is not.
That's
Talking
why
about
everything's
small people?
small size.
Dude, my couch is IKEA.
Everything is based
This
off of
chair is
small
IKEA. That
Asian
desk
kids.
is IKEA.
It's made for small Swedish people.
If you ever bought a tent,
It's made for
like
small Jews.
4-person size, and it's like you can fit 2 people in there.
What?
If you ever bought a tent, it's like
No.
this is for 4 people.
Never bought a tent.
Okay, well, it goes off of small Asian children.
Tiny Asian children.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm
What's
not
the-
kidding.
Second
I
thing.
bought some pants off of Amazon. These pants, but they were made obviously in Japan or China.
That's risky business, online shopping for clothes.
Well,
I'm
they showed up and
very-
like they were tight, so I ordered one size up. I was like, must have been Asian. My wife's like, yeah, if you get like true Japanese clothing, the sizes will be it'll be your size, but it'll be smaller.
I mean, 70% of America is obese, so
I feel like
fuck
that's
them.
just kind of the world.
Fuck them all till they're dead. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck them,
Dude.
Fucking ass.
I wrote some poetry the other day. You want to hear it?
Slam poetry.
Yeah, hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See
Then
if I
I'll
can
then I'll
find
ask.
it.
I'll say my second statement.
You should just do that while he's looking.
Yeah. you
Second statement. I think the military is split 2 ways because I see leaders that I don't know personally,
can-
but
whose phones keep going off?
it's not
is my
mine.
service.
It's yours.
What?
You should stop getting calls. That's the fan.
All right, whatever.
Welcome to my TED Talk. Now we're gonna be talking about.
This is the fitness gram pastry test.
All right, here's my poem. All right, fuck him, kill him, put him in the ground. Only good bitch is 6 feet down. All right, thank you.
Semper Fi.
I don't know what I was feeling that day, but I think me and my wife are good.
It's a good thing you don't have any guns in here.
Yeah, it's a good thing. But hey, you put that to a fucking sick rap beat, dude. There's fucking it's beat buster.
You can
But I
beatbox, right?
speak that to just words, and I'm a fucking psychopath, and I feel awkward on my podcast right now.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what? Psychopaths, all the crazy people, they're the ones keeping it alive.
They're very
Because-
insightful.
If you just have a bunch of fucking
They give it
normal
to you
ass
straight
people,
up.
like
Yeah.
living by the code, like
Well, you were saying something about like I don't know what it was, acting or whatever, but there's like a fine line between. Do you have a crease in your pants? You have a fine line between crazy and genius, like successful and homeless.
Yeah. So
You know, like the guy that's fucking gambling big. You have a crease in your blue jeans, dude.
once
Yeah.
I got
You're
in-
old man. You iron your blue jeans and get that nice white line crease.
is there an issue? What's the problem?
All right, man.
Calling
This is
me
actually
out?
this is actually something that I would like to talk about. Once
Anyway,
I
Yeah. So what kind of jeans do you get?
I actually don't wear blue jeans anymore.
Really?
These are Amazon Good Threads. And then I have Wranglers that are made out of denim from Target. They have a little pocket right here. Put my can of dip in. One of my favorite. big fan of the brown pants. Took me a while to find these good pair of brown pants. About to have 2 pairs. Shout out to Asian people, for making that.
Honestly, the pants business.
Shout out to Pakistan for making cotton, even though, you send mercenaries over to fight us in Afghanistan.
The jean buying process is very tough.
Can be. It can also be fun. And if you have Amazon Prime and don't live in the barracks, you can do whatever. Fuck it, dude. You can do whatever you want, man.
I'm saying like between just the sizes.
Yeah.
Just kind of pissed me off. Like, I love Carhartt.
Yeah.
Like, I can
Carhartt's a little tight.
No 2 shirts are the same size.
Yeah.
I have a relaxed fit and 2 different shirts, completely different fit.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the same large, same fit. What happened?
Yeah. I was working for a carpenter. He's like, hey, what size are you? I was like, I don't know, 34. He's like, here you go. Try these. They don't fit me anymore. Carhartt's 34. Tight as fuck. I was like, these are uncomfortable. I don't get it. Anyway, what were you saying, dude?
One of the things.
So what are you doing tomorrow?
One of the things I like to talk about was you were talking about the fine line between crazy and genius, and
homeless and successful.
Once I got into psychedelics at a pretty young age, once I really started like kind of opening my third eye and exploring psychedelics and everything.
Your third hole.
my third hole. It really showed me how easy it would be, because I mean, you don't know what's going on in a crazy person's mind, and I use the term crazy loosely because
schizophrenic, most likely.
Schizophrenic, but I feel like we've all had schizophrenic experiences. Would you
taken psychedelics? I think you have.
I 100% agree, and I was like, how is that? Like, you used to look at people on the sidewalk and be like, damn, how is that person like talking to the fucking mirror outside of the grocery store? How is he like crazy inside? And then it's like, once you do drugs and shit and all that stuff, you're like, oh, actually, that could be very easily accessible. And like, how are they actually crazy? Or what is crazy?
That is, again, I've had a weird conversation with this too kind of recently. It's just like, what is fucking real? I'm not saying I believe in like fucking ghosts and demons and aliens and all that shit. Just like, I feel like there's a lot more to life and so many unanswered questions out there that we just will never confirm.
Yeah, but why does my brain like create these scenarios? Like, I could have like it's like talking to yourself, like, oh, should I do this today? Blah 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 blah. But just amplified, or like you see shit when you're fucking doing psychedelics. Why the fuck do you see that? It's like your brain can compute it and can like use it. So are we at a lower state? Are we opened up? Was the third eye open? What the fuck is going on?
Exactly,
That's what really trips me the fuck out.
Like,
are we using 10% of our brain?
Hold on. Y'all said a lot.
Sorry.
And I can comment.
Spitballing.
I can give my opinion on this. Dare I say, you're awakening. I don't want to say woke, but I remember
100% agree you're awakening, because you look at people that haven't done
Hold
drugs.
on. Yourself in the face of the mic.
Hold on. Let me talk. I talked to the Boots, I think before deployment. They're like, they're talking about, oh man, what are they calling? Different type of veterans. Like, you have your fucking like grunt style veteran. You have your
worst kind.
Like your hippie veteran or whatever the fuck they were talking. And they have the names for them all. I was like, oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? And they're like, why does that happen? What happens with like dudes getting out, then becoming like spiritual organic? And I think a lot of what happens is you get to see another side of the world. You get to see other cultures, and you're working for politicians, and you're carrying out these billion-dollar missions that you're doing, and you're kind of just looking at it and just like, what is this all about, dude? Fucking one world government, one world police. Like, what is this? This is scuzzy.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on here? And then you get out, and whether you do hallucinogens or not, you start to eat organic. You start to get as far away from the chow hall as possible, going to the farmer's market, having some chickens, buying some property, doing some things, trying to take care of your back, do a little yoga, quit fucking powerlifting, you know,
Whoa, crossing the line.
saying crazy shit, right? You start getting into more things. Maybe you go to church. Maybe you get into that spiritual side. Maybe you do psychedelics. And, you know, especially the people that have gone to combat, you see pretty much the worst the world has to offer. You get to see this ultimate turmoil. And then you're just like, ugh, is that what life is about? Is that this domination? I want to be Mr. Cool Guy operator and I want to fucking thrive in this cesspool fucking terrible thing, or do I want to go to the opposite spectrum and live the most cleanly, the most, you know, eco kind of? I like trucks and shit, and I am, but it's like
You don't want to intentionally hurt the world.
right.
Yeah.
I don't want to live. This is my big thing with
That's
fucking
fair.
Democrats and Republicans on climate change, and it's pretty fucking simple for me. Do you guys like trash on the side of the road?
No.
Do you like it when you see a fucking power plant burning off fucking coal into the fucking atmosphere?
Go nuclear.
Yeah. Do you like water getting poisoned and the fucking ocean getting polluted? No. Then what the fuck? If the world's ending or it's not, can we clean this shit up so my kids don't have to fucking live in trash and fucking people in third world countries aren't in squalor?
Well, that's what I mean. Like seeing, like, you know, Syrians and Kuwaitis and all that shit. Like
Peruvians.
yeah,
Fuck
like like you. Most of the world lives in fucking trash. Dude.
Yeah.
Something
Like-
that really, sorry,
No, you're good.
something that really just like blew my mind. It's like plastic came out like what, the 65 in vicinity.
It's
of.
already in the deepest crevices of the ocean.
Yeah, dude.
Not that, just like that first piece of plastic. Obviously, some's been burned, some's been recycled, so like not all of it. Just like every single piece of plastic has ever been made. Think how many Walmarts you've seen just full of packaging. How many
Yeah.
fucking wrappers, plastic bottles, just like whatever, discarded in
Yeah.
Kuwait. Like
Yep.
those are all just sitting there in the world somewhere still.
Yeah.
And it's like at this rate, for the next 100 years, we think, because we don't know exactly how long it's going to take to decompose. What, 250 years, they say? It's like for the next 200 years, it's just going to keep building up and building up. It's like that is a fucking big problem in my mind.
Yeah.
It's like we're so wasteful. And it's like the American ideology. It's just like, oh, I broke, this is a little bit, like, you know, degraded. Just throw it away. I'll get a new one.
Yeah.
So like that's just disgusts me.
You start to get more into, you start to look into things politically, and you start to realize it's all fucking garbage, compromised bullshit, and you just work for that organization for the past 6 years. You realize that the things I'm fighting the good fight. I'm in Afghanistan. I'm in Syria, fucking fighting the good fight, and you realize you're not. We're fighting a fight we caused fucking in the 1990s when the CIA created the Taliban.
Yeah.
We're fighting a drug war. We're fighting a religious war that can't be. It just, and you just get so turned off to that shit that you go in the opposite direction and you start saying fuck the system, whatever. I'm gonna try mushrooms. I'm gonna smoke some weed. I couldn't smoke weed or do mushrooms for the past 6 years. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
And then you do it hard.
And then you
know?
do it hard, and you drop acid and lose your mind, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's fucking start to see what the world's out there. You've seen the shitty end. Why not go to the other end? Why not look into some alternative shit? You weren't allowed to use hemp seed while you were fucking in, you know?
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to do this, you weren't allowed to do that. So you get out and you're just like, fuck all that shit, dude. I'm gonna check this shit out. You start to become entrepreneurial. You start to go to college, use your GI Bill. They advertise in college, make a brand, make something, and then you can be a part of that and you can disassociate with that if you want. But Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg. He's got Snoop Dogg albums, but we don't really know Snoop Dogg's real name. But make a brand, make this thing, be entrepreneurial, be passionate. Don't necessarily chase money. Chase the passionate shit and the money will come. I think that's where this what is real, what is, I don't know. Fucking, I got 2 little kids and a wife. I can sure as shit tell you those are real. But, you know, I've definitely been in that mental mind state where it's just like,
Yeah.
If we're going down to like really deep shit,
yeah, real deep.
what is the purpose of it all?
What is the purpose of it all?
What is the purpose of it all?
I think we are just
Do you think there is a purpose?
I'm going to take a note from Tyler Durden here. We're all decomposing organic heaps of the world. I think we're an organism Do I think the universe has a consciousness and I think his name is God or its name is God? Yeah, I think like we are conscious, the universe is conscious, and we can put into that with prayer and meditation and get positivity and be a more positively charged person through our vibrations.
I concur.
And I think the same is if you are a negative person and you put negativity out, you attract more negativity like a flower attracts bees.
Mm-hmm.
You are inviting that in. So I think there is energy. I know there's a little hippy dippy.
I'm fucking hippie too.
I'm not into like crystals and stuff. Hey, maybe there is something into that, but I think there's electricity going through your whole fucking body, through your spine. If something that's fucked up, that's going to fuck you up. But I think you can draw energy from meditation and from vibrations. They've proved it with freezing water to heavy metal and freezing water in classical music. The beautiful thing that happens when freezing water to classical music versus the chaotic shit over here. So I think there is such thing as like universal energy. I think there's such thing as God. I think a lot of religion is bullshit, but I think there is good things that come from certain religions. Like Christianity's main thing is like forgive yourself, forgive your brother, work as a community, be helping. What if Jesus was that person and you didn't help him? You know, kind of that mentality.
It is amazing how much of your mindset.
Yeah.
But if you're in the exact same situation, you're just like, oh, fuck me. Like, this sucks. I hate my life. Like, you're just going to hate. You're going to have an awful time.
Yeah.
Like, that same situation, just think about, like, oh, it's not too bad. At least I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, night and day difference.
Yeah.
The thing with my life is my parents raised me very Christian, right? And I love my parents to death. I think most of my moral compass comes from my parents, like most people. A lot of my life, though, was spent kind of two-faced, like kind of most of it was lying, honestly. I became a very fucking good liar because I didn't want to disappoint my parents, but I also had this kind of aura with my friends, you know, my friends that weren't around that
I think that's
environment.
environment, and I feel like that's a lot of the way with most people.
Yeah,
and
you curse around your friends, you don't curse around your parents.
But like it became so vivid with my lies that I would start believing them, and I would create a false narrative.
Are you confessing that the guy with the globe at the train station?
No, that is 100% real. It is 100% real. I'm talking about before everything.
Anyway.
I definitely came into my person when I joined the Marine Corps, you know, as autonomous adulthood, and I was able to be myself. What?
Huh? I don't know what autonomous means.
It means he doesn't like girls.
You're right. I'm a fact.
Vagina is icky.
Vagina is gay. But no, I definitely became a self-servient kind of doing my own thing once I joined the Marine Corps, like all adults do, like all people that leave the home. And I realized that I literally believed my lies. Your brain's chemistry is so crazy that you can, if you lie to yourself enough, it's insane. You believe
Fake it
that
till
lie.
You make it's a real thing.
Yes. And you like create such false memories that your brain remembers those as memories, and then you get lost in that whole world that you've created for yourself. It's a false narrative. So that's why when people are like, how the fuck could he think this, or how the fuck could he do this, he's probably been lying to himself for a long time.
Yeah.
And like I highly like that's the one thing that just trips me out, because I lied to myself a lot. I lied to my parents a lot. I lied to everyone a lot.
You ever met someone that doesn't deal with reality of like maybe someone after this thing in Afghanistan? Maybe, for example, with me is I quit buds. I rang out, be completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
And we would have these like, hey, you guys you quitters, you DORs, you need to check in over here. And like we're over somewhere checking in, and this very young dude, like 18 or whatever, tall guy. But he was just like saying something like, yeah, you know, maybe they'll like reaccept me, and they won't, you know, that they'll say that me ringing out, they'll get rid of that and they'll like bring me back in. I was just, he just like kind of goes, I was like, hey, what are you talking about? So I was just like, imagine if I could like go back. I was like, dude, you quit fucking 2 days ago, man. Get rid of that garbage fucking mindset. You did what you did. You're not going back for a long time if you go back. Mm-hmm. That's it, dude. Accept that. You are living in a fucking la-la zone, dude. And he's just like, oh, yeah. And I was like, whatever, man. Fucking, I'll never see this dude again. But it was just so, I was just like, what are you saying? And it's like, yeah, if they accept me back and like say I didn't DOR, I'm like, you're not dealing with this healthy.
But you did DOR.
Yeah. You just did the thing fucking 2 days ago. You're done. You're not dealing with it well, but you need to start accepting that it happened and you need to move on. The sooner the better. Don't fucking lie to yourself. Yeah. Something I do is I kind of imagine like always the grass is always greener. The grass is, when I get to Camp Pendleton, I'll run on the beach. Fucking and I haven't done that once. Haven't done that once. Or I'll go when I get to Texas, I'll do the I just have it kind of having this fantasy of like when I get there, that'll be the day. And I'm trying to check into that and not that be the case, not to have that fantasy, and then also actually do the thing that I was fantasizing about. Maybe something like the podcast or whatever.
Writing out things has been astronomically different to me. If I actually put that on paper or put that in my notes somewhere, the way I do it is I'll set reminders on my phone and I'll just have them keep annoying me until I do it.
I go through so many Post-it notes. My room is covered in them.
Yeah, it's like
something. Just
so you're schizophrenic.
Yes, I hear voices.
You have to do it. It's like, hey, even if it's something that's good for you, it's like, hey, don't forget to apply to college or do this interview. It's like, hey, don't forget to do this. It's like, why the fuck am I putting this off? This is like a good thing. Like this is like good for me. This is how I could make money. This is how I could like pursue my dreams. And it's like, yeah, actually, I'd rather just do this. So fuck it. But I don't know, man.
Nature of just life is take the easy way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I think everyone has a version of their own reality.
100%.
Because not everything is 100% real. The way I look at the trees is not based on all of my experiences in my life until this moment. The way I'm looking at that tree right now is not the way that you're gonna look at the tree. You're gonna look at that tree like the way
this purple and green can.
Yeah.
I have no idea if what your purple and green can really looks like that.
And you never will. That's the crazy.
I'm looking through my eyeballs.
Yeah.
And for all I know, I'm the only real person in the world. And that's why people are like, oh, is this a simulation?
This is a dream, actually.
Right.
We're not here.
But it's interesting. You're looking through your eyeballs. I'm assuming you are. But I've only ever seen through my eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could be going off of sound right now.
That's why certain people, when they're schizophrenic or having a psychotic episode, have the Messiah syndrome where they think, I am the savior. I am the pinnacle I am the peak of the universe where fucking XY collides. Yeah. I am Jesus. And they'll have to work on that.
Start whipping out some more miracles, eh?
Yeah. I'm thirsty, dude.
Chop.
Try and get lit, dude.
Where's my wine?
Make this
But
wine
that's
happen.
like, it's like, are you going to live the rest of your life numbing that, or are you going to explore that?
Well, you need to seek psychiatric help.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not. I have fucking episodes like that all the time. Not where I'm like, I am Jesus reincarnate, but like I have like, okay, is this real? Okay, is that real? And it's like, okay, am I losing my mind? If I'm,
I think y'all need to take a break from whatever y'all are doing.
I'm not doing anything.
What do you mean?
I'm not doing anything right now.
Security Clearance Podcast. People come to lose their clearance.
Yeah, no, I am.
I'll dive them all out right now.
No,
Yeah.
I say 100%. I'm not doing anything right
I don't
now.
give a shit.
No, I know.
Get out in 4 days, dude.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
I'm just
But
saying.
no, I honestly just
Careful there, Willie.
for everyone's essay, which I just realized.
Situational awareness.
It'd behoove of you.
I did not know that
Yeah. I
until
didn't know.
about 3 weeks ago, or whenever were you there that day?
What's TO'd or EDL or something like that? You were
Oh, it's like a
Equipment
quick
density list?
yeah.
What is it?
Equipment density list.
Density.
Did not know
EDL.
that until he said that.
TO
Like,
is, what is TO?
I-
Topped off?
I thought it was like task organization,
But if we're TO'd at 3 corpsmen per platoon,
I thought. I don't know if that's true.
I think task organization sounds good. We'll just leave it at task organization.
whatever.
I'm just gonna
Equipment definite
slap the
def-
table on that one.
deficit list.
Equipment.
That's some fucking
density
crackhead talk.
list.
Equipment density list.
Yeah, the numbers and things are ridiculous. And I
Stupid.
have to study them for my exam. It's like, all right,
What exam?
the corpsman exam
Promotion.
To become the lead corpsman of all of
Next
corpsmen's.
rank. Well, yeah.
Who is the
I am
corpsman?
the
all.
cor-
Yeah.
I am the
I don't-
fucking corpsman.
I mean, you lose. You're like a first sergeant. You lose your rating
Your
once.
mindset.
No, you
Marble.
lose
You
your
don't call you
rating
doc.
once you're E6.
Dude, you know, for most people, it'll be like, yeah, I'm an E8 in the Navy. Like, hey, what's up, doc? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, bro. It's not like I'm like almost a sergeant major equivalent. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, what's up, doc?
There's some PS. And you're like, "What's up, doc?" And
Yeah.
you're not all fucking corpsmen. Man.
Yeah, but hey, brother, like I'm I'm a Navy SEAL.
I think the Navy is pretty easy though. It's like chief. Hey, what's up, chief? You know.
Yeah.
The same thing with the Army. Like you could be a fucking first sergeant. And they're like, oh, sorry.
It's a sergeant first class, which doesn't just roll off the tongue. Sergeant first class. First sergeant's pretty easy, right?
I think that the Marine Corps does it the best.
It's an E6. No, it's an E7. Sergeant first class. And after you are a sergeant, you can refer all to them as Sarge.
That's weird.
Yeah. And
I like.
it is what I've been told is it is a
Structure.
you can do staff sergeant. Staff sergeant's okay, but like anything after that, you're really supposed to call him Sarge, or Sergeant, or Sarge, whatever.
Wait, you're supposed to?
So Gunny at the time was telling me that he was shooting with a dude that was the same rank as him, E7, and he kept saying Sergeant first class, Sergeant first class, Sergeant, and there was like a staff sergeant. I was like, I'm sorry, are you trying to be offensive? He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, you keep saying his rank. You just say sergeant. He's like, I'm just trying to be respectful. He's like, well, it's coming off disrespectful. He's like, all right, whatever.
I just want to point out something that this man went to the mess hall today and almost got angry with the attire of people in it. Future first sergeant over here.
Unshaven.
I
Feet
that's
on
what I
tables.
said. No, but the thing is I walked in there and yeah, I didn't shave and I had
My
flip flops on. I didn't shave and I had flip flops
I'm
on.
surprised they don't tell you anything for not shaving.
That's what I said. I 100%. They used to like there'd be like belt checks. You remember the shit?
Yeah,
like
you said belt
There
guards.
would be like belt checks and shit, and then like I walk in there and there's like kids. I
Pajama
get it.
pants.
I am a hypocrite. I didn't shave today. I apologize to the world, but then we walk in there's like fucking kids in pajamas and shit and workout clothes. It's like I don't want to be that guy. I am not in the Marine Corps mindset anymore. But it's like I can't even say it. What happens next? That's how people die.
You live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
I am the villain now. Who the fuck?
Just gotta learn to let it go, man. It's like people in traffic. Just gives a shit.
Fuck it. I didn't say anything. I just thought it and bottled it up inside. Did you
Yeah.
know bottling up all that shit can like actually have physical negative effects on you?
Stress
Yeah, no
is
shit.
proven to cause cancer.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Did you know that just like our jobs, there's multiple stressors that have life
altering
shortening effects.
the fucking VA
Drinking-
doctor.
Drinking JP8.
Yeah, the VA doctor.
Yeah,
Because I ingested JP8. He's like, hey, just letting you know, you now have a 70% chance of increasing cancer. Just in case
drank
it
JP8.
he's like, just in case it comes up later on. I was like, what? You mean in a fucking year from now when I fucking grow a third eye, or I'm dying of cancer and on my deathbed, like Lieutenant Gunnarsson, you fucking bitch, like,
Yeah.
son of fuck you.
They filled the fuel jug up with water one time.
Oh.
We're like,
And then like we
this
were on the
ain't-
machine
this
gun.
ain't
We
right.
were on the gun line, and I'm running this shit, and I had one of the boots go fill up my water real quick. I couldn't leave, and then he gets it there, and then we like take off running, and I chug the fucking thing like as we're running and shit because I needed fucking water. and I was like, you know, and
Yeah.
he's like, hey, my bad, Corporal. That was the
That was the bad one.
That was the bad one. That was the JP8 one.
Ooh,
And-
what boot was this?
This was one of the fucking new PFCs.
Oh, this is recently.
Yeah. And then it was also
happened-
happened. It also happened in like 2020, and like at the
Yeah.
end of it, I had to go to the hospital, and I had like a hole in my throat.
Oh no, mine wasn't that bad.
Do you remember? I don't know.
Yeah,
You-
this
you-
happened a few times. I think it happens like at least once every cycle.
dude. It's
I kid you not.
bro. I'm telling you, dude.
happened
They
my senior
they
cycle.
fill it up at the fucking. If you just showed up to the fleet and you're like, oh yeah, 3 lines and 2 lines. That's the only distinction between fuel jug and water jug. You're not gonna.
Yeah, there's got to be a better system than that.
Yeah, they're like, okay, 3 lines. Like, okay, everyone knows now, but like you show up and you're like, hey, go get the water jug. The thing that looks exactly like the water jug is also a fuel jug.
Yeah.
Good to go.
That's great. Anyway, we're at 3 hours.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for
Double
Yeah,
nothing.
have fun, getting out. Don't die. That'd be sad. But
Or
at least
die.
we'll have this content if you do.
you can play it at my funeral.
Yeah, no one has 3 hours for your funeral, man.
Yeah.
We got to get to the appetizers.
Crisp
and
10
dessert.
minutes.
5. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, man. For real.
Hey, no, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, real talk. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you
You're
for-
you're welcome anytime. You'll be in Boston, so go fuck
You
yourself.
can just zoom me in.
Yeah, fuck
for
off, dude.
having us. It's been an awful time. I've hated it.
That was really fun, man. I had a very good time. Oh yeah.
Thank you for coming. You slammed. What is that? 4 beverages.